Live from Skyline Sports Complex on City Island, Harrisburg, ABC 27 Sports presents USLPRO Soccer. Tonight, the Harrisburg City Islanders host the Dayton Dutch Lions, presented by Snickers. Hi again, everybody. I'm Greg Mace. Tonight, we're joined by the longtime voice of Islanders replay here on ABC 27, Chad Edwards. And Chad, for folks who have not seen the Islanders over the last couple of years, or even if you had, this is a great new league they've merged into. It's USLPRO Soccer, the USLPRO League. And I must admit, I think the quality of play in this league is really at an all-time high, certainly even better than we've seen the first 7 years of the Islanders.
Well, you know, the USL2 is where the Islanders have been over the last couple of years. They merged USL1 and 2, so there's still, you know, ironing out some of the differences, but it's been some really competitive play, and as the teams start to spread out some of the really good players, this league is going to be phenomenal. The one thing I like about it, Greg, is that now we're getting players floating between the MLS and the USLPRO, so you're really starting to see this develop into the kind of the farm teams now for the MLS.
Right, and that's great inspiration to these guys who are trying to make it up to MLS. And one of those guys is the starting goalkeeper tonight for the Islanders. He's a rookie, Phil Tuttle out of Notre Dame, and we're going to see him make a great save here the other night against Charleston.
Yeah, he got his first start the other night. Billy Betcher wants to get him in the mix, make sure he's got two strong goaltenders, and he had a great start the other night. He really played impressively, and I think he's got two strong keepers.
One of the problems the Islanders had in the early going was losing close games. They were almost snake-bit by injuries and a lot of losses in the last second. But as you see in this goal coming up here by Saini Touré, they were kind of able to turn the tables on Charleston the other night.
Yeah, Noon in the 89th minute just sent a beautiful ball back to Touré, and Touré got a great snapping header, that lower post. And they needed that. They needed to start striking late. They need to be able to hold their leads and win the games, and it looks like they're starting to make that turn.
All right, the team they're playing tonight, the Dayton Dutch Lions. They're affiliated with the Dutch Lions team in the Netherlands, which we're going to talk about. This is a fairly young team, and kind of some quirky things about this team with their scheduling and the way they've been playing.
Yeah, they moved up from the PDL from last year, and this is their first year in the USLPRO. They had 7 home games, so the big thing tonight is this is their first road trip. And the other thing I learned is they're going to be their first time playing on grass. They're used to playing on turf, so that's going to be huge. But a young team just joined the USLPRO. We'll have to see how they play tonight, but I'm expecting some big things out of them. They are a possession team, so they can really cause some damage if Harrisburg doesn't play them well.
All right, if you're watching tonight on ABC 27 in central Pennsylvania, you know it's hot out here. It's 94 degrees here on City Island right now in Harrisburg, even hotter on the field. So, Chad, clearly substitutions and pacing yourself tonight is going to be a big key in this game.
You have to pace yourself, keep their shape. If you keep your shape and move the ball, let the ball move the game and not chase around, both teams will be okay. But this is the type of game that, you know, a lot of the cramping and stuff is going to come about, and you're going to need those subs in the second half. But it's going to be about, you know, preserving your players and making sure you keep your pace up, though. All
right, we got a lot more on our pregame show. Coming up next after the break, we'll hear from Billy Betcher and the only man who's played every year with the Harrisburg City Islanders, David Schofield, as USLPRO Soccer continues live here on ABC 27, presented by Snickers.
So you guys grew up together?
Yeah, since 3rd grade. What are you looking at?
I'm not looking at it.
We're not good enough for you. You look for something else?
No, I don't know.
What are you, big supermodels? Oh, Jesus. Supermodels. What do you model, gloves? What are you doing? A girl's totally into me. Brad, eat a Snickers. Why? Because you get a little angry when you're hungry. Better? Better. So, ladies. So, losers.
Stacy, relax.
I'm sorry. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
The economic recovery is underway, but lots of families are still hurting. If you're behind on your mortgage because you're unemployed, underemployed, or you've had unexpected medical bills, you may be eligible for help. The federal government's Emergency Homeowner Loan Program helps families facing foreclosure. You don't have to go it alone. Give us a call. With the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. Welcome home.
Hey, Tony, pick it up. I want this whole row finished.
You know, I'm just not feeling the wood cutting thing today. I don't know.
Are you done?
What is the rush here? Is there like a worldwide shortage of gazebos?
Tony, eat a Snickers.
Why?
Because you get a little bit whiny when you're hungry. Better?
Better.
Hey! My back hurts! Now my front hurts.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Got old electronics, such as a TV or computer to recycle? We've got your answer at the Dauphin County Recycling Center. E-cycling is quick, easy, and free for all county residents.
You can also recycle old major appliances and other items safely at our center.
Have questions? Call our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or check our website for more information.
Recycling is now more convenient than ever.
Join us in going green to protect our environment.
Keep our earth clean and green. Wipe out waste and recycle.
Hi, my name is Kelly.
USLPRO Soccer live here on ABC 27 and USL Live all across North America and the entire world. Greg Mace with Chad Edwards. We're about 12 minutes from kickoff. Harrisburg City Islanders and the Dayton Dutch Lions. Well, the Harrisburg City Islanders have won 2 in a row. They've played well here at home so far this year. So we got some thoughts from Islanders coach Bill Betcher and veteran David Schofield on how the Islanders have played so far this year. And first from Bill Betcher on the quality of play in the USL Pro League.
There's no easy games. Everybody is good. You know, it's just difficult game in and game out, and there's 24 games on the schedule in a short period of time, and you know, we have a decent-sized roster, and we're trying to use everybody. You know, we're confident in everybody we have, and hopefully guys will continue to step up when they get their chance. You know, they put the 2 leagues together, and you know, all the better players have gravitated here, and you know, we know that every night we have to be at our best to get a win.
We're feeling pretty good right now. We're 2 wins in a row. You know, it takes a little bit of building. You know, a lot of new players this season. You know, the team chemistry is definitely coming along, and definitely, you know, 2 wins in a row. We feel like we're on the right track. It's been a step up in level this year. You know, there's some very good, like Charleston, Rochester, some very good teams we're playing against. You know, we've got good players too, so I think, you know, there's nothing we can't handle.
And tonight the Islanders look to make it 3 in a row as they take on the Dayton Dutch Lions. About 10 minutes from kickoff. When we come back, we'll take a look at some very enthusiastic Islanders fans at both ends of the field. USL Pro Soccer continues live on ABC 27 and USL Live. We're presented by Snickers.
Okay, so which one tasted better?
Steve.
Yeah, the guy.
With Lisa, I only tasted peanut butter and chocolate.
Lisa had just eaten a peanut butter cup.
But with Steve, I tasted something more. It was peanut butter and Snickers.
Peanut butter
You're
and
right.
Snickers. Yeah,
Steve had just eaten Snickers peanut butter squared.
Steve was delicious.
Yeah. I'd love another taste.
Oh, certainly.
Eat both squares, please.
If you like peanut butter and chocolate, you'll love peanut butter and Snickers. Try Snickers peanut butter squared.
So you guys grew up together?
Yeah, since 3rd grade. What are you looking at?
I'm not looking at it.
We're not good enough for you. You looking for something else?
No, I don't know.
What are you, big supermodels? Oh, Jesus. Supermodels. What do you model, gloves? What are you doing? A girl's totally into me.
Brad, eat a Snickers.
Why?
Because you get a little angry when you're hungry. Better?
Better. So, ladies.
So, losers.
Stacy, relax.
I'm sorry.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
The economic recovery is underway, but lots of families are still hurting. If you're behind on your mortgage because you're unemployed, underemployed, or you've had unexpected medical bills, you may be eligible for help. The federal government's Emergency Homeowner Loan Program helps families facing foreclosure. You don't have to go it alone. Give us a call. With the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. Welcome home.
Hi, my name is Kelly Lewis, president of TechQuest Pennsylvania. We started TechQuest Pennsylvania to attract technology investments into the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, working with business leaders, government leaders, and educators to find the best way to make Pennsylvania a leader in the innovation economy. From internships to workforce training to jobs to broadband, we work to develop the innovation economy in Pennsylvania. Check us out at techquestpa.com.
And the Harrisburg City Islanders being introduced right now as they're getting set to take on the Dayton Dutch Lions. And you see all the kids right there giving them a high five, which is a neat treat for all the kids and a lot of the fans here on City Island on a regular basis. This is always a good crowd, and the Islanders have developed a very good fan base. Some fans have gotten very loud in their support of the Islanders, as we found out at both ends of the field. Take a look. The Harrisburg City Islanders are winning, and in the process, getting some help.
And it's a goal for the City Islanders!
getting help from the stands. It starts with these guys, simply called the Sons of the Susquehanna. They sit behind the other team's goalkeeper.
This caused annoyance to the other team, I guess it is.
Dick, that would have been another goal. Where's the goal? Your save percentage would have gone below 50%. That would have been really bad. Because it's only the 25th minute. Here we go, Blue.
Get to the 45th minute, and the same thing happens at the other end with an older, more mature group of fans. Well, sort of.
Attaboy, Richard. Attaboy.
Basically, what we try to do is create a soccer atmosphere. The idea is, since we're so close here at Skyline, we're really on top of the field. So you're able to really have conversations with goalkeepers and backs. And we get a list of the players' names, and we just try to talk to them and get in their head.
It's a long bus ride home when you're a loser.
Well, a lot of us grew up around here going to Heat games, going to the Wildcats, and when they folded, a lot of us that are up here on the deck decided we needed to start buying season tickets because we didn't want to see a program go under, because it is a great atmosphere. It's a great opportunity for us to watch wonderful soccer, and it's something that we missed when they were gone. So it's been enjoyable for the last 7 years to come up here and give them the business.
So you guys grew up together?
Yeah, since 3rd grade. What are you looking at?
I'm not looking at it.
We're not good enough for you. You looking for something else?
No, I don't know.
What are you, big supermodels? Oh, Jesus. Supermodels. What do you model, gloves? What are you doing? A girl's totally into me.
Brad, eat a Snickers.
Why?
Because you get a little angry when you're hungry. Better?
Better. So, ladies.
So, losers.
Stacy, relax.
I'm sorry.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
The economic recovery is underway, but lots of families are still hurting. If you're behind on your mortgage because you're unemployed, underemployed, or you've had unexpected medical bills, you may be eligible for help. The federal government's Emergency Homeowner Loan Program helps families facing foreclosure. You don't have to go it alone. Give us a call. With the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. Welcome home.
Hey, Tony, pick it up. I want this whole row finished.
You know, I'm just not feeling the wood cutting thing today. I don't know.
Hey, Don.
What is the rush here? Is there like a worldwide shortage of gazebos?
Tony, eat a Snickers.
Why?
Because you get a little bit whiny when you're hungry. Better?
Better.
Hey, my back hurts. Now my front hurts.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Got to order
Greg Mans with Chad Edwards. Welcome here to our first live broadcast on ABC 27. And as always, we welcome everybody on USL Live. Well, Dayton has an interesting story because they got here. They cut it very close, we shall say. They got caught in traffic. They drove in today from Dayton. So let's see if they've got bus legs coming on here.
Yeah, it was an 8-hour bus trip. Talking to the general manager before the game. They left this morning at 7 o'clock, so it was a long trip. And then they got to hop on the bus and go to New York for a Friday night game after this. So this being their first road trip with the team, maybe some learning lessons. Maybe a lot of these teams start to come in the night before. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting to see how they are. They got off the bus about maybe 30 minutes ago.
Well, here are the Harrisburg City Islanders in their 8th year of outdoor soccer here on City Island. Won the USL title back in 2007, and they have put together 2 straight wins after just one in their first 6. You know, we went through some weather issues here earlier in the season, and Bill Betcher said, look, we had a couple of rainouts, threw us off. You know, the opener was canceled, had to be postponed, and now they feel like they're starting to get into a little bit more of a rhythm and groove here.
Definitely. The Islanders are starting to pick up their pace, and, you know, I had a chance to talk to Bill Betcher tonight a little bit about the game beforehand, and a couple of the keys that he mentioned. The biggest thing is he wants to jump on them early. Because this is their first road game, as we mentioned, so he wants to see how they're going to perform. They're not really sure how they're going to perform, talking to the general manager. The other big thing, and we mentioned in the pregame, is this is their first time playing on natural grass, and that's going to really make a big difference because Harrisburg especially, it's a very thick playing surface, so the ball's going to be slow anyways. The other key thing that Bill talked about is this is a possession team, and they're excellent at it. A lot of the teams have tell them you have to disrupt that, so we're going to have to see how they come out.
So here we go. The Harrisburg City Islanders are in their home white, Dayton in the orange, and we are underway. USLPRO soccer here from City Island. We talked about the heat and pacing yourself. You're allowed 5 substitutions. They certainly won't go to any of those early in this game.
No, I would expect, unless there's an injury, substitutions to come in that second half for sure, or maybe at halftime. Another mention, as you said, sorry, Greg, Tuttle getting another start tonight. So Billy going right back to him again, getting him a start the other night and come right back when we feature him in the pregame. But also that's good, again, getting some more experience in there like you talked about earlier in the season.
Well, he's a tough, scrappy guy. And the Islanders have 2 outstanding goaltenders. Chase Harrison took a big hit in the Charleston game, had some stitches behind his ear that were actually removed from the bench during the last game. So a little shaken up, and an opportunity here for the keeper, Phil Tuttle, to see some action. You'll notice that the touch line on the far side, I don't know if you can really see this on TV, but it's very close to the stands. Not a lot of room to maneuver there at all.
But I love that factor, and that's something that you get from the USLPRO, is that if you're spectators and fans, you're right up on the field. You can reach right out and touch your favorite player if you wanted to when they threw the ball.
Now you'll watch when the ball goes back down the other end for the second half. Those guys up on the party deck, as you saw in our pregame, love to heckle the keeper. And some of the keepers actually go back and talk to them. It's number 4, Joe Tate, who just had the ball. He was the PDL Defender of the Year last year. They got a strong back line as this Dayton Dutch Lion team. Islanders with a nice break. Mbiji, far side, got the 1 touch, trying to scramble it away. And let's see who gets the ball. It's going to go back to the Dutch Lions.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Greg. He's a scrappy player. He's a quick player. I'm sure they're going to start to try and feed him early and see if they can't squeak one through. Also, Angulu, they're going to try and do that. And once Mbiji and Angulu get knocking the ball around, we'll see how tough that Dayton defense is. They do come in, highly regarded. They did come off a big win off of Pittsburgh just the other night. So these guys can play at this level.
Chip it in, and it'll come all the way back to Phil Tuttle, who will just scoop it up and roll it out. 3rd minute of play, no score. Glad you're with us here on ABC 27 USL Live. And it'll go back to the Dutch Lions. Evan Schwartz will take the throw in to Brett Jones, midfield. 1 touch, Taylor McNamara sent it ahead. Nice defensive play by the Islanders to send it back to center. A little bit of a nice breeze here, which I think the players will certainly appreciate as time goes on. If you are not familiar, if you're watching on USL Live, this venue is right in the middle of the Susquehanna River. You'll see a building back to the left, which is the baseball stadium here, but this is a great place to play and watch soccer from.
Schofield trying to catch a goaltender out of the goal. Couldn't get a good foot on that one, but a great opportunity there. Goaltender having to come out and get ahead on that one. Leardon.
Mbiji, far side. Got the touch and went past the Lass.
Great ball in by Schofield, but Ngulu's offsides.
It would have been pretty if it had not been offside. First offside of the game.
It looked like Ngulu was trying to run along that flat along that back line, but the ball, the service in was a little late, so it caught him offsides. But again, a good build-up by the Islanders on the far side. Schofield getting the ball and trying to feed Ngulu when they're up top.
Jesper Leerdam is the keeper for the Dayton Dutch Lions. They are called the Dutch Lions because they are owned, and their base of operations is in the Netherlands, and much of the reason for their existence is to feed and not only their U20 team, but they have 5 players from the Netherlands and trying to develop for their club over there.
And that just shows you how all the leagues around the country and around the world kind of blend in over time. We've got several players, again, out here on the pitch tonight that are from all over the world, from England and Gambia, and we've got players from Mbiji is from Kenya. So we've got players from all over the world that are coming to play. Peru. So this is a great melting pot here in the United States to breed these players and allow them to go in and start playing with the USL or with the MLS teams like the Union and DC United and Chicago and stuff. And several of these players have been up and down doing that.
Nice 1-touch ball. And Gulo.
Oh, nice goal. Nice touch. Nice patience. And Gulu holding that back line, making sure he stayed on sides, Greg. It's just a nice little touch. And you know what? Leardam, I think, came off his line a little too early, but he had to do something either way. But a nice touch by Gulu.
Well, watch the replay. Boy, off the goal kick, and the Islanders got a great break, and it almost was if the keeper didn't think he was going to shoot, and he just chipped it up, and you're right, he came way off his line there to chip it, and it's 1-0 Harrisburg.
And you know what, I'm wondering, there may be some bragging rights there between Tuttle and Chase Harrison, because Tuttle now has an assist on the season in his second game in the USL Pro.
So the Islanders jump out to a quick 1-0 lead. And the goal by Jose Angulo. Tuttle picks it up. Feed out to JT Noon, one of the players who's seen time with the parent club, the Philadelphia Union. That is the goal of all of these players to make it up to MLS, and this is the feeder system for that. Calvano gets the toss, sent it right into traffic, but here's Mbiji with a little bit of a break, and it goes out. Now, you see the smoke bomb at the end of the field there? That is done by the Sons of the Susquehanna. And they said, as long as you don't throw anything on the field, we want to create a soccer atmosphere. I don't know if they want to create fog in there, but they did just that.
I love it. I'm waiting for the streamers and the big flags and everything else. I tell you what, if you're a young fan out there and you're in the Harrisburg region, you need to get out. And even in Dayton or Pittsburgh or Charlotte or New York or Los Angeles, get out and enjoy USL Pro Soccer. This is a fantastic product. And it's at a price that you can bring the kids out. They can create their new heroes, and it's people they can touch and feel. They can get their autographs. This is a great product.
And Harrisburg off to the early 1-0 advantage. Anthony Calvano at center. Gets it over to Jason Hotchkin.
You know, Harrisburg with a good change so far this season, Greg. Last year, so many ties. It was tie, and they just couldn't seem to get the victory at home. This year, they're 3-1-1 right now at home, so they're off to a start here to knock that one up again. And when you can start putting them together at home, that's what you need, because you know how tough it is on the road. It's really tough and taxing on the players when they got to go on the road. So you got to have those home victories.
Mbiji called for the offside. In USL Pro Soccer, as it is in Pro Soccer, you get 3 points for a win and 1 for a draw. So there's a 2-point difference here to obviously play for the win, and that's what the Islanders have at the moment. Dustin Bixler, the leader, the captain of this team, chases it down. And it'll be a goal kick for the Islanders. Phil Tuttle, Notre Dame. And he will get the goal kick. Scoring on your own goal is another side effect of hunger, so don't let hunger happen to you. We recommend Snickers. Snickers is a proud sponsor of your hometown City Islanders. Hungry? Grab a Snickers.
Yeah, one right here, please.
Our presenting sponsor tonight, we thank them for their support.
I was eating some of them Snickers earlier on today.
Well, it's good to have energy tonight, because it is a night to stay hydrated and satisfy that hunger with a Snickers bar.
Yeah, the Heat definitely. So far, I mean, there's been a lot of energy in this game, and we'll see if both teams can keep up that pace. Right now, Harrisburg is moving the ball well, and we haven't seen that possession game that we heard about with the Dutch Lions so far. But we'll wait and see as they start to get more comfortable here again. You know, they 30 minutes before game time they rolled in, so it's going to take them a little bit. You know, now we're 8-9 minutes into this game. We should start to see them start to settle down here and start to play their game.
Their back line and their wingers both built up to us in this pregame. And the Islanders will get the throw-in from the far side. Stephen Basso takes the toss. Touch goes to Angulo, has the early goal. Tries to find his way through traffic and could not. The ball comes back to midfield. Chased down there by Andrew Welcome.
I just was handed a note here from Phil, the statistician for the City Islanders. He said the assist was the first point ever scored by a City Islander goalkeeper. So congratulations to Tuttle on that. That's fantastic.
8 years, 7.5 years here at City Island. So a little history tonight. Phil Tuttle gets the first assist on that goal, 1-0 Harrisburg.
And that's funny, the first goal ever scored by a goaltender in the MLS was scored by none other than Danny Supera, who used to be the starting goaltender here for the Harrisburg City Islanders when he was on loan from New York. He went back there and actually played and had a kick from just outside his box. It bounced in front of the goalie, right over the goalie, and scored a goal. So
that was one of the great highlights in MLS history.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that just shows you, again, here's a goalie out there playing at the top level in the MLS. You saw Noon was playing with last year with the Union as well. So lots of players floating back and forth. You really get to see some fantastic talent here on the island.
Quick push, there's a foul. Called against, I think, the best name in terms of a name on either of these teams. Number 5 is Happy Hall from the Dayton Dutch Lions.
That was a name when he was younger, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
So Pelletier over the ball, so we'll see. He's going to want to try and send this one right to the 6-yard box over on the far side, bending away from the goalie and see if he can't find a head over there. Sends this one a little bit farther out than maybe he wanted to, and the Dutch Lions were able to get a touch on it. This one's going to go off the end line. Yes, we'll have a corner kick. So swung that a little bit too far away from the net. Really want to get that near that 6-yard box and let it bend away from the keeper. Keep him on his line and let you get the players crashing the goal.
So the Islanders will get the corner, and here's the oldest player on this team, Jason Hodgkin, one of the leaders, leading scorer last year for the Islanders. He'll get the corner.
Jason, a player that's played in the MLS and played overseas as well, so he's got a lot of experience that he brings to this team.
The box header by Bixler, cleared out by the Dutch Lions. And it'll go over the touch line, another toss.
Bixler had a good opportunity, and it looked like he lost his footing going for that header.
And BG, a little back on it. Chip back over, and it'll go back over the end line. It'll be a goal kick, goes off the foot of Anthony Calvano. But certainly the Islanders are certainly controlling the early pace here and had the momentum. We've had a couple of goal kicks down the other end, but they've certainly had the better of the opportunities. Take a look at this great crowd. Chad talked about what a great family entertainment value this is. Plenty of games coming up in July. Next game, a home game's coming up on July the 2nd, which we'll talk about, and it's very affordable. The parking right here on City Island, right next to the baseball stadium, if you haven't been over here, and it's a great place to watch soccer.
There's not a bad seat in the house. You can bring your beach chairs and your lawn chairs and sit right up on the hill, which is one of the best spots in the park, I think, and just fantastic bleacher seats as well. And if you're a season ticket holder, you get to go up on the pier at the end of the field there and enjoy all the good stuff that the Islanders present throughout each game.
And you can heckle the goalie, like we saw in the pregame. Greg Mace, Chad Edwards live here on ABC 27.3, and we welcome all of you watching all over the world on USL Live here from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, City Island. USL Pro Soccer action, and the Islanders have a 1-0 advantage on a goal in the 4th minute by Jose Angulo.
Right now the Islanders are possessing the ball. They're moving the ball well. I'm not quite sure if maybe if Dayton is having a hard time. We mentioned them. This is their first time on grass. They really haven't been able to put too many passes together. That could be because they're not used to that speed of the game. The Islanders are intercepting a lot of passes. Again, right now, they're winning the midfield battle as well. The Islanders are. And right now, it doesn't seem like Dayton's even pressuring much in the midfield, and that's allowing Harrisburg to get some opportunities right away. Great ball through here for Mbiji.
Mbiji to the corner, cross in front, and it was deflected away at the last minute. It'll be another throw-in for Harrisburg.
Harrisburg really able to do whatever they want in that midfield right now.
Anthony Calvano will take the toss in his 5th year with the Islanders. To the corner, deflected away by the Dutch Lions once again. Will come up on the hill, almost to the lawn chairs. Ball is right there for Calvano to take another toss here in the 14th minute. Right on the ground, the Hodgkins. Right back to Calvano. Quick one-touch passing right here, but it's going to go back to the corner to Marvin Vanderleim. And he, too, will just kind of kick it out. Mbiji calling for the ball. Got it, turning. Right through to the box. Nobody was there. And the shot by Steven Basso goes way over the net with a cold kick.
Nobody over there. Basso having to sprint way up to get to that one. A good 20-yard run to get there. But again, the Islanders, Mbiji's making some great runs off the throw-ins, and it just seems like Dayton is flat right now, and I'm sure that's from getting here late and trying to get their marbles.
And the Islanders playing with that 1-0 lead, and we talked about the heat. Now, Chad and I are fortunately in the shade here because we have to see the monitor, so we have a nice tent. But there is a breeze. I don't know how much of the breeze is really blowing down the field, or if that makes a whole lot of difference, because this is kind of in somewhat of a stadium-like setting, and they're down low.
For the spectators and for setting up all day, this is a huge breeze compared to what it was earlier in the day. It was about 98 degrees here, and on the pavement up here, probably close to 105. But it's turned out to be a gorgeous night.
You are watching USL Pro Soccer Live on ABC 27 and USL Live, presented by Snickers.
Recovery is underway, but lots of families are still hurting. If you're behind on your mortgage because you're unemployed, underemployed, or you've had unexpected medical bills, you may be eligible for help. The federal government's Emergency Homeowner Loan Program helps families facing foreclosure. You don't have to go it alone. Give us a call with the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency.
So you guys grew up together?
Yeah, since 3rd grade. What are you looking at?
I'm not looking at it.
We're not good enough for you. You look for something else?
No, I don't know.
What are you, big supermodels? Oh, who's us? Supermodels. What do you model, gloves? What are you doing? The girl's totally into me.
Brad, eat a Snickers.
Why?
Because you get a little angry when you're hungry. Better?
Better. So, ladies.
So, losers.
Stacy, relax.
I'm sorry.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
And we're back live here on City Island. Greg Mace, we are joined now by Lee Halulu from Snickers and Mars, and we appreciate your sponsorship. You know, over the years, Snickers has really been very actively involved in soccer at every level. As we watch the Islanders with a quick ball through and a nice save right there, but an offside. Talk a little bit about the involvement of Snickers and why you guys love soccer so much.
Well, our sponsorship of Snickers, of youth soccer through the Snickers brand, we're able to reach out to the kids of all ages and get involved with youth soccer and just try to support the kids getting out and getting exercise. And that's one of the things we want to do is make sure the kids get out of the house and get involved in a sport. And I think one of the best ways we can do that is sponsoring youth soccer. And we use our Snickers brand to do that.
And it's branded very well because it's a high level of profile with Snickers. What is your love of soccer? Talk about what you've been able to see over the years.
Well, we've been a sponsor of through Snickers Bar, a sponsor of the City Islanders as well as the Harrisburg Heat when they were here in Harrisburg for I guess now almost 20 years.
Yes.
And we're going to continue to do that. We think it's a great way to reach out to to families, which is basically the people who buy our products, and give something back to those families and say, hey, come out and enjoy a good game. And let's face it, I mean, you can't get a better night than tonight. I mean, the field looks beautiful, the crowd's here having a great time, and if you're out and about, come out and watch the Harrisburg City Islanders.
And we talked about what a great kind of family atmosphere this was. And over the years, you know, we've had this as the 4th professional team, but certainly the one that has shown the most growth, the steadiest here in Harrisburg. And in terms of a family event, this is just great for the kids, not only to just come out and watch, but also kind of be inspired by these guys because there's so many youth soccer players in our area.
Absolutely, and these guys that are playing here today, they have dreams of obviously playing in the Major League Soccer, but they love the game and they work really hard at it, and the kids see that and they see their passion for the game. And a lot of these kids that are here tonight are part of local club teams, and they have passion for the game, and we want to keep them involved in youth soccer because it's a fantastic sport. It really is.
Very good. Lee, thanks for jumping on.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Help with Snickers, and enjoy the game tonight.
Oh yeah, we'll continue to support them.
Very good. Lee Halulu from Mars and Snickers joining us. We thank him and thank Snickers for being the presenting sponsor here tonight. 1-0. Harrisburg continues to lead here in the 19th minute, and out. There's a ball right off the back of the head from J.T. Noon. He kind of turned it there and grimaced as he got hit, and the Dutch Lions will get it back.
What a great guy, isn't he? He's a great guy, has a great product. Happy to have him bringing you soccer here along with ABC 27. It's great to have corporate entities that come out and believe in a product like this and understand what all goes into it. You know what I mean? It's just not about the play on the field. It's all the little, like you said, all the little kids that are out here looking and seeing these guys working hard and working towards something.
You know, and I would have said this even if he wasn't here. Snickers has really branded itself very, very well with soccer. I mean, really, really well. Also thank a lot of the other sponsors. Arlington Orthopedics is there. They're a great sponsor here at the City Islanders and sports all over the area. They're with us on our basketball broadcast as well. So there you see a lot of people out tonight despite the heat. This is a good crowd. Boy, the end zone's almost full. A lot of folks from Harrisburg Young Professionals are here tonight, and a lot of them came right from work in their dress shirts and pants. So they're trying to stay cool down there. We welcome the Harrisburg Young Professionals here to City Island tonight.
And we hope they'll come back for many more games. We hope they're enjoying the game tonight. It's a good one. So it's a good one here on the island in our 20th minute. Harrisburg up 1-0. They struck early in that 6th minute. You always like to strike early because then you can take a look at your game plan. There you see a bunch of the Harrisburg young professionals. But when you can strike early, you know, it makes a big difference on a hot night like tonight on how you can start to relax and save your players as well.
Lucian Seymour goes to the corner, now tries to turn it out. And still does, and now he's waving his hands like, what is the call? It's a goal kick. Yeah, went over the end line. He acted like he was still controlling the ball, but Phil Tuttle will get the goal kick. This will be the 5th of the first half for Harrisburg.
Mentioned that our officials tonight are Stan Nagel. He's the main referee, center referee on the field. The sideline men are Kevin Klinger and Kaja Koraliva.
Yes, and that is a she.
And that's a she, yes. And the 4th official is Mark Trellman. So those are our officials for tonight's game. We thank them, as always, for coming out and putting their time in, because you can't have a game without the referees. And young players, if you're looking for something else to do, and a great way to learn the game of soccer even more, become an official. You really learn a whole different aspect of the game as this one just goes wild.
That was Angulo again looking for his 2nd goal. But at times, Dayton looks a little disorganized on defense. I mean, they certainly looked that way on the Angulo goal, and they looked that way again right there. And we talked about them just kind of getting off the bus. But this is, as we said, a very, very young Dayton team. Coach Betcher did not know a whole lot about them on Saturday night. Then, of course, you start to talk to other players and coaches and learn a little bit more. Here's Happy Hall. Love the name. Gets the touch along the near touch line. And now the Dutch Lions will control. This is the first of 10 straight road games for them. This is the last of the homestand for the City Islanders. They hit the road and then will return here on July the 2nd.
That's got to be one of the strangest schedules I've seen. 7 at home and 10 or 12 away. That's tough. That's real tough.
Well, it was explained to us by the Dayton officials that they decided to front end load their schedule because they were looking to develop some momentum and get some of the youth on board and get a lot of people out. Well, a couple of teams, and there were some realignments in the USL, they were expecting to have some more home games in this 10-game stretch. They got eliminated, and they've got 10 straight on the road. They said it just came out that way. It certainly was not designed that way when the schedule first came out. Here's Pelletier. Down for Angulo. Gets the one touch. Turns in, turns out. Gets by Copier. Still couldn't control, and he tried to do it all himself, and now the Dutch Lions will circle the wagons back.
It's a good job by number 13, Copier. What is it? Copier. To just hold him up and allow 2 more defenders to get back there and help out there. As Gulu had some speed, it was 1-on-1. If he could have beat him, he had a crack at the goal. So a good job of holding him up there around the top of that 18-yard box. Dayton now starting to push forward, and we'll see if they can start to put something together here. This is their best run so far, and that one just pushed too far ahead by Happy Hall, and he would like to have that one back again. So he had 2 players, one streaking down the center of the field, one to this left outside here. So an opportunity there for them to try and strike, but not quite sure if again, it might be the situation with the grass, maybe playing a little harder, thinking maybe he's not going to get through, and it took off on him.
And the player who is down is Happy Hall. And the foul goes against Jason Hodgkin. That is the 4th foul against the Islanders in this half. Both teams have 4 fouls, according to our statistician, Allie Black.
And Lee from Snickers just come up and gave us some Snickers that we could talk about. Of course, the new Snickers peanut butter. That's the one where the sharks eat the guy, and I hope I'm not going to eat this, and then the sharks are going to eat me next. So
those are great commercials.
There's some great commercials. I love the new commercial with Joe Pesci. Actually, we're happy to be debuting that. We're the first time it's being aired around the country, and it's being aired here on this game presented by Snickers. So a big thank you to them as well.
Copier will take the free kick. He is their captain, a Dutch native, strong back, defensive back. He's one of 5 players from the Netherlands. Send it to the far side, and it will go over the line and out. We'll need to check a match score, find out who's on top of the goal scoring charts, or to catch up on the latest news. You can do it all by logging on to USLsoccer.com. It is the league's official website, USLsoccer.com, for all of your soccer information. And you can, of course, when the Islanders are on the road, you can watch the games live.
Yeah, it's great. Most of the teams, I think about 80% of the teams in USLPRO now are streaming the games live like we are on USL Live, so it's a great place to be able to go see your team. And like you said, we've never been able to see them on the road, and now this year we can see several games on the road.
Calvano to Hodgkin. Gave it up. Lacrone, the Ohio native, got it back, and now the Dutch Lions move back the other way on the attack.
Speaking of USL Live, Greg, why don't we take this opportunity? We'd like to know who's watching around the country, around the world. We can give your email address, and we'd love to have you email us and let us know if you're watching the game and where you're watching from, and we'll mention it here on the air. And if you want to go ahead and give them your email address, Greg, we'll see if we can get some comments from some of the people watching around the country.
All right, there it is. Gmace, G-M-A-C-E, at abc27.com. Tell us where you're watching, who you are, your first name, where you're watching right now, whether you're in central Pennsylvania. What do you think of the game? What do you think of soccer? And I will read it right here. As soon as it buzzes here on my belt, I will we'll get some of you on the air. So again, Gmace, abc27.com. Give us some of your feedback, or just let us know where you're watching from.
It'd be nice to get some viewer feedback during the game. I know we got some comments during our game against Charlotte. There was a gentleman in the military. Him and his friends were watching. They can't wait for Harrisburg to go out and play in L.A. because they're going to head to the game. They got all their jerseys and everything. What a great stop there. Oh,
Hodgkin almost did it. Yeah, that was a great play as he ran along the end line and almost saved it, but it'll be a goal kick for Dayton, their third of the game. 27th minute, and the keeper is Jesper Veerdam for the Dayton Dutch Lions. They are in the orange. Harrisburg City Islanders looking for their third straight one in the white. Greg Mace, Chad Edwards coming to you live here on ABC 27 and USL Live. This just one step below MLS. The Islanders are the developmental team for the Philadelphia Union. They've already had a number of players up over the last couple of years. That's been a great partnership with the Union. Not every USLPRO team has an MLS team, so that's been pretty neat for them. And certainly close by, they're a great venue in Philadelphia now, and soccer's taken back off in the city of brotherly love again. Used to be the old Philadelphia Adams. That's really dating me.
And one of the superstars that you're watching with the Philadelphia Union is Shannon Williams, who played for several years here on the island. And when Philadelphia came and played a friendly match last year, actually, they come in and the coach saw and liked Shannon's play, so at the end of the Islander season brought him up and right away put him in the lineup for the playoffs, and he's starting every game now this year for the Philadelphia Union. So you can see how they really do make their way towards that MLS.
Jason Hodgkin had the header that went wide, and now Phil Tuttle will back up on the ball and kick it out. Well, the Islanders are controlling the pace, although in the last couple minutes, Dayton certainly started to get a little bit more opportunity, and as Chad said, maybe starting to lose some of the bus legs there. Happy Hall looked like he held Hodgkin, but there was no call, and now the ball back to center in the air. Headed away, Dutch Lions controlling with a one-touch. Joel DeLass. Marvin Vanderlime, one of the top shooters on this team in terms of number of shots. Got it across, that's McNamara.
Much better from Dayton now. They're starting to move the ball well. Nice pass, and they put about 6 passes together. Ball's going to come back out. They did get across in there. Harrisburg did a good job of defending, but for the Dutch Lions, this is a great to build on in this game, starting to put those passes together. One thing I noticed is Harrisburg's playing a really high defense. They're really pitching that field, which isn't making it easy for Dutch Lions to be able to push the ball forward. So that high defense is really giving the extra bodies in there also for the City Islanders to control that center of the field. Ball comes out of play here.
And BG momentarily lost it. So it'll go right back to the Islanders. Calvano. No substitutions for either team. I think both teams realize, look, we're going to see how long our guys can go here in this heat, and there's no sense in substituting just for the sake of substituting or thinking, well, I'm going to get some fresh legs in here. All these guys are in great condition. This is not like anybody's out of shape here.
And it has not been a high-paced game. It has not been a physical game, so that's usually what wears down the players. Both teams are doing exactly what I said. They're going to let the ball do the work. Harrisburg doing a much better job in terms of a possession game right now. But if you let the ball do the work, these players could go the whole game. We will see some substitutions, I'm sure, around maybe the 65th minute or something like that. We'll have to see. Dayton may have to make a change at halftime to see if they can't change this a little bit, get a little bit more offensive push here. Haven't seen anything really from them at all in this first half, and that's going to be a major change at halftime. That's where we may see some subs for them.
Islanders control. And it's Angulo who has the only tally of the game. To David Schofield, got it into the box, and the Dutch Lions look like they're going to have to kick it out to avoid the corner. It was a nice job to get it over that touch line as opposed to over the end line, but the Islanders get it right back, and Schofield will control, crossing it into the box. The header by Mbiji. Nice. 2-0 Islanders.
Great ball fed in by Schofield and Mbiji. Young players, great job. Mbiji just knocked it down again. Snapped his head down, put it in the corner, lower corner, right side. Harrisburg goes up 2-0 now. Great ball, swung in there, nobody marking up on Mbiji. Had all the time in the world to play on it. Took his time, make sure he snapped down and put it in the back of the net. So in the 31st minute, it's the second goal of the game.
David Schofield with the assist as your PA announcer Brian Kaiser calling out. Boy, they're taking good advantage of ball movement, a little bit of Dayton tentativeness, I should say, on defense, and that's they certainly did not move to the ball that time, but a great play up by Mbiji to get the header in, and it's 2-0. The Islanders are on top.
Yeah, I haven't seen much energy really out of this Dayton team so far. It's been they've been pretty set back and haven't really been aggressive in terms of pushing forward. Here's the first ball through. An opportunity here down inside the box. There's going to be a foul. No, there will not.
Play on, boys. And the Islanders will control, looking for their third goal here of this first half. Only the 32nd minute, and they'll play it back.
Now now Dayton's really going to have to try and make some changes here. They're going to have to start pushing another player forward. They're going to have to start trying to do more in the midfield in terms of control in this game. They're going to have to stretch the field a little bit more, open up that middle of the field. The Islanders right now are pretty much controlling the whole game. What a great run through by Mbiji.
Not offsides. Mbiji gets around, and it's 3-0.
Fantastic ball through to Mbiji. He held the line, made sure he stayed on sides, was able to beat the goaltender. 3-0 here for the Islanders, and Dayton, I think this road trip is going to start off not the way they wanted it. Nice ball through. Mbiji takes his time, touches past the goaltender, easily places this one in. 3-0 Islanders.
And perhaps the most impressive part of that goal was not only that Mbiji made that great move, but they had the patience, knowing they had the break, not to commit the offside.
I think that was Dayton trying to push right away to see if they could do something early. A nice ball through again as we take a look at this. Mbiji makes the move and picks up the third. So did you see who sent the ball through? See who got the assist?
I did not. It was so pretty. I was watching him down the other end. I think did he give the? I think he gave it. Did he give the first one to Schofield? We'll have to check.
Yeah, the first one was from Schofield.
Schofield, yep.
Yeah, and I didn't see who played the ball through. It was a great through ball. Caught Mbiji on the run. Mbiji didn't have to hold up at all. He was able to stay on sides, and he had all the time in the world. And I tell you what, right now this has got to be depressing for the Dutch Lions because, coming off 7 games at home and then coming off a big win against Pittsburgh, this is a tough one.
And the assist on that one went to Jason Pelletier. So it's 3-0 Harrisburg. You're watching Harrisburg City Islanders soccer on ABC 27, presented by Snickers.
Recovery is underway, but lots of families are still hurting. If you're behind on your mortgage because you're unemployed, underemployed, or you've had unexpected medical bills, you may be eligible for help. The federal government's Emergency Homeowner Loan Program helps families facing foreclosure. You don't have to go it alone. Give us a call. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency.
Hey, pick it up! I want this whole row finished.
You know, I'm just not feeling the wood cutting thing today. I don't know.
Hey, Don, what is the rush here? Is there like a worldwide shortage of gazebos?
Tony, eat a Snickers.
Why?
Because you get a little bit whiny when you're hungry. Better?
Better.
Hey! My back hurts! Now my front hurts.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snick.
All right, well, you watched it live while we were in break, and Jose Angulo got his second goal of the game. And, boy, the Islanders are just really controlling. Watch Mbiji center right across, and they lost the ball. Dayton handed it right to Angulo, and he beats the keeper, and it's 4-0. That's a pretty goal, but Dayton is having issues defensively. And Kyle Segabart will now come into the lineup. First substitution for the Dayton Dutch Lions. Trying to get a little fresh legs on here. Now down 4-0. You cannot get overwhelmed being down 4-0. You take it one, as you might say, shift or one possession at a time and hope for the best. Now they've got a corner kick out of this for Lucian Seymour.
Long throw down in. You know, when you start to score 4 goals in soccer, that's when you got to start being cognizant of what's going on in the field. If you're Bill Betcher, make sure none of your top players are going to get injured, because things start to get chippy. And we haven't seen any of it yet, but that's when injuries can occur and stuff like that can happen. So
we know this has been a physical year at times, because boy, there were some brutal plays in the road game against Charleston the other day. We had highlights on ABC 27, and Chase Harrison got all cut up. It was a lot of pushing, a lot of shoving, little security going off the field. And if you're developing any rivalry, I think in the early going, it's Harrisburg and Charleston. There's a header that goes just wide, and Joe Tate really got the first legitimate shot there for the Dutch Lions.
Goal kick for Tuttle here. Hasn't been tested much at all in tonight's game. Harrisburg doing a good job of controlling the ball, and Bill Betcher talked about this in his pregame. He talked about you got to finish, got to finish, got to finish. They're working so hard this year and stressing so much that you got to finish, and they're doing it tonight. And our first yellow card is going to be handed out tonight, and I think it's going to go against Jason Hoskins. Yes, it is. So he'll get the first booking of the night in the 37th minute. Take a look at it here. Yeah, Hodgkins is going to come in from behind. You're going to get called for that every time, players. You come in from behind, you're going to get called every time. You're going to get the card on that as well. It's a dangerous play. So we'll have a restart here for the Dutch Lions. Looks like they're going to stack everybody up to the far side and see if they can swing that one in towards that back post. Get everybody crashing the goal.
Marvin Vanderline will take the free kick for the Dutch Lions. Moving from right to left, it's into the box, and Tuttle comes out and picks it off.
That's what you want from a goaltender. Sharp, quick off the line. He was able to come in and gather that up, and quickly they break out now.
Well, Schofield fell down, might have been offsides, but now the keeper will come way out, Jesper Leerdam. Well, we asked for emails. We thank Diane Simpson from Greencastle. Thanks for showing City Islanders soccer. We live in Greencastle, watching on the Weather Channel, 245, and hoping we come up with some Hershey Bears games as well. So keep up the good work, Diane. Thanks for your comments. Diane Simpson from Greencastle.
Excellent. Thanks for watching, Diane. Hope you're enjoying it.
We also thank David, who said he couldn't be here to support the ref crew. Go Stan, he says.
Go Stan. That's good.
Stan Nagel, who is the referee.
We'll get a replay here. Coming in late. Yeah, no card, but a late foul coming in there, and the Islanders will get the restart quickly down that far side. Nothing there. It's going to run off the end line for a goal kick. Our 39th minute. It's great to get some feedback, Greg.
All right, we welcome Angela Chavez from Dayton, watching the match on USL Live from Dayton. Go Lions! I think Angela has to be a little discouraged, but we're glad that we're able to bring soccer to you live there in Dayton. And someone who is watching, Todd Lang from Phoenix, Arizona, who grew up in Dayton. Thanks for the coverage. Also a supporter of the Dayton Dutch Lions. Thanks to Todd Lang watching on USL Live in Phoenix, Arizona tonight. Again, it's Gmace. It's my station email address coming right to us, gmace@abc27.com. Love to hear your feedback and what you'd like to see more of here on the USL Live and ABC 27, our weather channel. Greg Mace with Chad Edwards.
Thank you for watching, guys, and thank you for supporting your teams. You've got a great team here in the Dutch Lions. They are a young team. It's their first year in the USL Pro, and if they're as successful as the Islanders are, it's going to take a little bit to build them, but it takes fans like you tuning in and watching and supporting them. So thanks for watching tonight.
Islanders get the throw in here in the 40th minute of play. We'll see how much stoppage time we have. Probably not a whole lot, because we have not had much in the way of injuries at all.
No, it's been a pretty high-paced game in terms of no stoppages really. So Ball swung in here.
Box.
Yeah, Angulu almost on the end of that one, but they're going to call actually against him. He climbed up the back of the defender, so look at a restart here for the Dutch Lions.
How about the Islanders positioning the ball? I know it's still 4-0. Just keep going at it. You can't say, okay, it's 4-0. Let's let up. Let's keep working on the things that have made us successful. But great ball movement, and particularly the two of the go-to guys right now who are on BG and Angulo, who are looking great in the box.
Well, as a team, at the pro level, you got to keep pushing. You got to keep doing those things. You got to keep trying to score. It's great opportunities for you to learn more and work more and work on some little touches and little things that you don't get to do sometimes in practice. So they're not going to stop. They're going to push. Maybe the second half is when they'll slow things up a little bit.
A reminder, there's only one place to see who's the best. It's USLsoccer.com. You can log on to the website, catch up on the latest news, see who's on top of the goal scoring charts. One place to see who's the best in soccer. It's USL.com. Offside for the Islanders. They're a third of the game. 3 offsides for both teams. Reminder, coming up at halftime, we're going to talk with Bill Betcher, the coach of the City Islanders. Bill, the only coach that the City Islanders have ever known. And Bill, of course, was a great indoor player for many, many years. People remember him with number 21 with the Harrisburg Heat. And we'll hear from Bill, and then we'll also talk with the owner and the chief executive officer, Eric Pettis, about the City Islanders and how they have fit so well into the community of soccer here in central Pennsylvania. And Eric and his crew have done a great job of putting together soccer, pro soccer here. It's one of the most stable and soon will be the longest running team. It'll be 2 or 3 more years. They will have seniority over everybody who's played before them.
Well, I tell you what, big props to Eric Pettis. I remember covering the press conference when they mentioned, hey, we're going to bring an outdoor team to Harrisburg, and they right away decided to work with the city and bring it inside the city into the island. And they had a game plan, and they stuck to it. And, it's been, like I said, a successful program.
You remember this, when this island first came into existence and they just started putting this together. And I can remember the days when there were concerts over here, and that was it. That there was a softball field over here. It made it a little tricky, the footing in the right corner. Well, now they've resodded it. They've done it. There are high school games here. There are lacrosse games here. There's a variety of things here. And this pitch, this turf is in great shape. Bill likes it a little bit long, keep the pace down just a little bit, but it's in great shape. And this does not flood, unlike the baseball stadium. When we get a little high water here, this is always remains intact.
This field, though, does hold water long, so it always tends to be a spongy field. Now, I was walking the field quite a bit before the game tonight, and this is probably the first time all season that I felt a hard field. So the field's finally starting to get some of that water out with the nice weather we've had lately, the hot days, and this making the field a lot quicker.
Now that's, I'm sure, what the Dutch Lions wanted, as Happy Hall drives it across, and now the goal kick for the rookie goaltender out of Notre Dame. The Harrisburg City Islanders looking for his second consecutive shutout. Came up with one the other night against. Nice boot by a Tuttle downfield. And headed away, and the Islanders will get the throw in. David Schofield, the only original player left in the first year. Which says a lot about his stability. Not so much about his age, but I just think about his durability, and a guy who has just been a solid member of this team in the soccer community, and the guy whose name I think with Bill Betcher is synonymous with this team.
Definitely. Out of Preston, England, so another foreign player coming in and playing here on the island, and he's been a crowd favorite as well.
Minor and other games coming up in July. They're going to break away for a little bit of a road trip here, and if you're interested in logging on to cityislanders.com, you can get all the information on the City Islanders. There's rosters, there's camp information, there's ticket information. 441-GOAL is the number to call. cityislanders.com, full schedule, all the information you can possibly want. There's camps coming up if you're interested, so cityislanders.com is the place to go. Place to go right now is forward for Happy Hall. Sends it down. Chad Edwards down on the sidelines. Now we're going to hook up Bill Betcher here momentarily, and we're going to talk to Bill here at the end of the half. And the the ball will come all the way back. That'll be interesting to see what kind of substitutions we have in the second half and see how many wholesale substitutions the Dutch Lions will make, knowing that they would at least like to break the shutout here. Islanders on the attack. Through ball right on in, shot goes just wide. Deflected. David Schofield took the shot, and Jesper Leerdam deflected it away. And it'll be a corner kick. First we take a look at Schofield's shot. It looked like it was, stand corrected, Stephen Basso who took the shot. Now it'll be a corner. And the Islanders looking to add to this 4-goal advantage as we move into stoppage time here. And it is loose in the box. And it's up, and there is no stoppage time at all. And that is the end of the first half. So the Islanders have a 4-0 advantage over the Dayton Dutch Lions. And joining us down on the sidelines is Bill Betcher. Bill, I don't think you could have asked for a better first half in terms of scoring. Talk a little bit about the flow and what you guys kind of did there in the first half.
Well, obviously we were hoping to get off to a good start, and you know, we got a goal early. Phil got a ball over the top, and Jose was able to get himself in and finish. And we found some ways to get behind him, and that's where we've had success. And
you moved the ball in the box well. I mean, Mbiji and Angulo have had nice, not only nice goals. I mean, you guys are passing very, very well, finding the open guys.
Yeah, the movement up front's been pretty good, and you know, the guys have done a good job on the ball. I think we've had a few other times that we could have got in, and we're just a little bit late getting that ball behind. But you know, hopefully we'll continue to play well in the second half.
All right, now in the second half, you're dealing with the heat. Now, let me ask you, because we're up here with a little bit of a breeze. Are these guys feeling the heat down there, or how is it down there?
I'm sure they are. It's quite warm tonight. You know, we're going to get in halftime and check on a couple guys. A couple guys I'm a little bit worried about, but I anticipate coming out with the same lineup unless there's somebody that's hurting a little bit.
And then how you're dealing with a score of 4-0, just keep going at them?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we have to do. You know, we have to worry about ourselves right now and do the things that are going to help us win games.
All right, Bill, thanks a lot. Good luck in the second half.
Thanks, Greg.
All right, Bill Betcher, the coach of the Harrisburg City Islanders. We're going to talk with Eric Pettis, the owner of the Harrisburg City Islanders, coming up as we continue live. It's the party deck on City Island. City Islanders 4, Dayton Dutch Lions nothing, and you're watching USL Pro Soccer on ABC 27 and USL Live, presented by Snickers.
So you guys grew up together?
Yeah, since 3rd grade. What are you looking at?
I'm not looking at it.
We're not good enough for you. You looking for something else?
No, I don't know.
What are you, big supermodels? Oh, Jesus. Supermodels. What do you model, gloves? What are you doing? A girl's totally into me.
Brad, eat a Snickers.
Why?
Because you get a little angry when you're hungry. Better?
Better. So, ladies.
So, losers.
Stacy, relax.
I'm sorry.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
The economic recovery is underway, but lots of families are still hurting. If you're behind on your mortgage because you're unemployed, underemployed, or you've had unexpected medical bills, you may be eligible for help. The federal government's Emergency Homeowner Loan Program helps families facing foreclosure. You don't have to go it alone. Give us a call. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. Welcome home.
Got old electronics, such as a TV or computer to recycle? We've got your answer at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
E-cycling is quick, easy, and free for all county residents.
You can also recycle old major appliances and other items safely at our center.
Have questions? Call our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or check our website for more information.
Recycling is now more convenient than ever.
Join us in going green to protect our environment.
Keep our earth clean and green. Wipe out waste and recycle.
Hi, my name is Kelly Lewis, president of TechQuest Pennsylvania. We started TechQuest Pennsylvania to attract technology investments into the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, working with business leaders, government leaders, and educators to find the best way to make Pennsylvania a leader in the innovation economy. From internships to workforce training to jobs to broadband, we work to develop the innovation economy in Pennsylvania. Check us out at techquestpa.com.
Well, look at the party deck here at Skyline Sports Complex. Harrisburg City Island and the Islanders with a 4-0 lead. USL Pro Soccer action here on ABC 27 and USL Pro Live, presented by Snickers. Greg Mace together with the owner of the Harrisburg City Islanders, Eric Pettis. Well, you played well at home. This is certainly a fun way to start the evening, a 4-0 lead.
Right. Well, we seem to have a tendency to play well and string it out, and we either lose down the stretch or win down the stretch in the final couple of minutes. So it's been kind of a nice change to get a goal early and then just explode there later on. I think their defense was getting tired, and our guys were just really clicking.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, Mbiji, Angulo, Schofield, the ball movement's been very, very good. And the last few games at home in particular, I think once you got over some of what we call the snake bite games where you lost, this team's really been playing well.
Well, you know, we have a really good nucleus from last year, and what we do year in and year out is we bring a lot of young players in. We try to develop them and move them onto the MLS. So it takes us a while to kind of get our rhythm as a team and to gel. So it's nice to see that they're gelling this early, and you can see there's a good chemistry and an understanding of the players out there. And it's very attractive soccer, and they are really moving the ball around well.
Talking with Eric Pettis, the owner of the Harrisburg City Islanders. Let's explain to people, because this is now one step below MLS. You're associated with the Philadelphia Union, trying to feed players to the big club.
Right. It's been a really interesting 8 years. I mean, I always tell people the first year we played a game against Westchester, New York, and it was in a county park with no seats. And how far we've come since then. And now you've got, you know, like Rochester that's got 20,000 seats, and Charleston. I mean, it's beautiful to see how the game has developed and the league has developed. And of course, last year they merged, basically in baseball terms, AAA and AA together. And we weren't real happy about it because we were very happy being down where we were at, but at the same time we knew it was going to force better competition, attract better players, and so that certainly came to fruition. And the relationship with with the Union has also allowed us to attract players because they know there's the potential that maybe they're the next Shainon Williams. And of course, the year before that it was Ty Shipolane, and before that, of course, you know, Danny Sapparo. So we've had a proven track record of moving our players to the next level.
We just saw a shot of the crowd here. You and I have had many discussions over the years about the history of soccer in this area, what's worked, what hasn't worked, going back to the Impact, the Heat, and the Hershey Wildcats. What has worked in terms of a business model for the Harrisburg City Islanders, and why has this become so successful?
Well, you know, we were involved in the discussions going way back to the Hershey Impact, and I looked at that business model and just felt, you know, that was really aggressive. And, you know, I think that it was a tough business model to be successful in. But, you know, of course, the Heat had some tremendous years, and the Wildcats really had some good years. And I kind of felt that they were a little impatient, and if they had stuck it out, maybe they would be here right now. But anyway, you know, the development of this league and the level of play has just continued to get better and better. And again, I think it's really a microcosm of what's going on with soccer in this country. I mean, where the U.S. national team has 50 to 70 players they can draw from instead of really 20 players. So again, I just think that, you know, what's going on here is that, you know, we've got a grassroots program that we've been fortunate to be the benefactors of previous sacrifices, and we've been able to keep that momentum going. And we really had a very realistic business model. We knew where we wanted to be, what we were willing to invest, and what we were willing to really lose. Because, as you know, it's not always a profitable game here. But we see that changing, and we see the level of the teams getting better, the league getting better, and certainly the quality of play, Greg, has just really, really exploded.
Final question, because we see the Harrisburg Young Professionals over here, and for a night when it's 94 degrees out, this is a great crowd. What, in terms of a family atmosphere, the venue here has grown. You continue to do some new things to continue to draw people in here. But this has really been a neat place for kids and families to come watch games.
Well, you know, again, it is obviously, with soccer, it's a grassroots, and you got to get down with the kids and get them involved. And our youth academies have really helped us generate consistent interest and loyal fans that come out on a regular basis. So starting down there, and we realized that was a real big part of our whole plan, is getting the kids involved, and that's really filled a void in this area. So that, I think, we've kind of built the momentum off of that, and we've got a great fan base. And last year, our last game, we're out of the playoffs, and it was our #1 attended game, and we had 2 MLS matches too. So I think that only goes to show how loyal the fan base is here. And again, I just see this really, the momentum continuing to grow. And we're obviously extremely excited about that.
Eric, thanks. I'm sure you'll enjoy the second half at this pace.
Greg, thank you very much for all your support. And again, I mean, it's been a fun ride in this area, and we're just glad to continue the tradition.
Very good, Eric. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Greg.
Eric Pettis, the owner of the Harrisburg City Islanders. We will continue. Second half coming up. Islanders with a commanding 4-0 lead. Stay with us. USL Pro Soccer continues on ABC 27 and USL Live, presented by Snickers.
The economic recovery is underway, but lots of families are still hurting. If you're behind on your mortgage because you're unemployed, underemployed, or you've had unexpected medical bills, you may be eligible for help. The federal government's Emergency Homeowner Loan Program helps families facing foreclosure. You don't have to go it alone. Give us a call. With the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. Welcome home.
Hey, Tony, pick it up. I want this whole row finished.
You know, I'm just not feeling the wood cutting thing today. I don't know.
Are you done?
What is the rush here? Is there like a worldwide shortage of gazebos?
Tony, eat a Snickers.
Why?
Because you get a little bit whiny when you're hungry. Better?
Better.
Hey, my back hurts. Now my front hurts.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Got old electronics, such as a TV or computer to recycle? We've got your answer at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
E-cycling is quick, easy, and free for all county residents.
You can also recycle old major appliances and other items safely at our center.
Have questions? Call our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or check our website for more information.
Recycling is now more convenient than ever.
Join us in going green to protect our environment.
Keep our earth clean and green. Wipe out waste and recycle.
Hi, my name is Kelly Lewis, president of TechQuest Pennsylvania. We started TechQuest Pennsylvania to attract technology investments into the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, working with business leaders, government leaders, and educators to find the best way to make Pennsylvania a leader in the innovation economy. From internships to workforce training to jobs to broadband, we work to develop the innovation economy in Pennsylvania. Check us out at techquestpa.com.
On Harrisburg City Island, the Islanders are up 4-0, and pretty impressive half for the City Islanders. Now, we talked about the fact Dayton had just gotten on the bus. Young team, heat, a lot of things added up against Dayton, added up for Harrisburg, but they played a very good half. And heading out on the road, this will be another good confidence booster. I mean, they've gotten a couple right in a row with 2 wins, but the team continues to grow and play well.
And that's just it. They got to build. And when I talked about this earlier in the game, Harrisburg has to win at home. They have to. Last year was a season of disappointment when it comes to so many ties. They were playing great games. They were in the games. They were up 1-0. They were up 2-0. And then late in the game, they were giving up those late goals. This season, they've turned that around. They're finishing. They're getting the wins at home. They're building on that. And as this season progresses, I think they're just going to get better and better and better. Now, we've seen some changes in the lineup, too. We've got some great new players in Ngulu and some of the new players that really have put a spark into this offense as well, and really on the finishing end. That's something that Harrisburg has struggled with, was finishing, and Ngulu's come in and Torres come in and finished, and that's what they needed, and they're doing it this year.
Yeah, that's a good point. Bill Betcher said, yeah, we have to really start finishing our plays, and by that he means, listen, let's get in front of the ball, let's put it in the net, or at least get a good shot on goal, or we got to make the keeper work, and they made him work, but he's missed almost every shot that's gone in there so far that's been right on goal. Islanders with a 4-0 lead. We're going to take one more break. Be back with the start of the second half. When we come back, you're watching USL Pro Soccer on ABC 27 and USL Live, presented by Snickers.
So you guys grew up together?
Yeah, since 3rd grade. What are you looking at?
I'm not looking at it.
We're not good enough for you. You looking for something else?
No, I don't know.
What are you, big supermodels? Oh, Jesus. Supermodels. What do you model, gloves? What are you doing? A girl's totally into me.
Brad, eat a Snickers.
Why?
Because you get a little angry when you're hungry. Better?
Better. So, ladies.
So, losers.
Stacy, relax.
I'm sorry.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Hey, Tony, pick it up. I want this whole row finished.
You know, I'm just not feeling the wood-cutting thing today. I don't know.
Hey, Don, what is the rush here? Is there like a worldwide shortage of gazebos?
Tony, eat a Snickers.
Why?
Because you get a little bit whiny when you're hungry. Better?
Better.
Hey, my back hurts. Now my front hurts.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Got old electronics, such as a TV or computer to recycle? We've got your answer at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
E-cycling is quick, easy, and free for all county residents.
You can also recycle old major appliances and other items safely at our center.
Have questions? Call our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or check our website for more information.
Recycling is now more convenient than ever.
Join us in going green to protect our environment.
Keep our earth clean and green. Wipe out waste and recycle.
Hi, my name is Kelly Lewis, president of TechQuest Pennsylvania. We started TechQuest Pennsylvania to attract technology investments into the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, working with business leaders, government leaders, and educators to find the best way to make Pennsylvania a leader in the innovation economy. From internships to workforce training to jobs to broadband, we work to develop the innovation economy in Pennsylvania. Check us out at techquestpa.com.
Here we go with the second half of action. And Harrisburg has a 4-0 lead. 2 goals by Angulo, 2 by Umbiji. And the goals by Umbiji came very quickly. In fact, in terms of time, 31st minute, 32nd minute, 34th minute. So now we'll see if what Dayton can do.
And I did not see any substitutions from what we finished the first half, but we will have a restart here from Dayton. And this is a dangerous spot in the field. It's a good opportunity from this point on the field, just outside the 18-yard box. Great ball to swing away from the goal. We talked about this in the first half, and just crash the goal. You're down 4-0, push some more players up in there. They pushed all but 2 players up. They're going to try and go at this when they got nothing to lose by doing that.
This is Julius Willie, I should say. Willie will take the free kick from just outside the box. 2-man wall, nice block there by the Islanders, and Stephen Basso got the upper thigh on it to deflect it back. 1 touch to the corner. Goes to Vanderlime with the left foot, and Tuttle comes up with the ball. Might have gone wide, but Phil Tuttle was right there to cut it down.
Really a wasted opportunity for Dayton there. The player just couldn't get the ball up in the air. And at this point in the game, you're down 4-0. You're on the road. You've got to put something on in a position to at least have an opportunity at the goal. Now, to me, it looked like Harrisburg's wall was a little tight as well. I don't think that was a full 10 yards, so got to give the player credit there. But you have to at least put something in play and give your team an opportunity. You know, we don't know if that's tired legs or playing it off of this grass surface they're not used to, but either way, still 4-0.
Well, Harrisburg outshot Dayton 9-1 in the first half, and 4 of those went in.
We'll take a look at this on the far side. Oh, Schofield just going hard into that fence over there.
And there's not a lot of padding there. I mean, the sign is pretty much it. And we said that there's not very much space between the touch line and the fence. But the fans are on top of the field. I haven't really seen too many guys run into that fence over the years. It's a great fence to run up and celebrate a goal, I can tell you that.
Nice touch on here down the outside. Good
Schwartz.
streaking player there. Good job by Bixler to come over. I tell you what, Jason Hodgkins was not going to get there. Good, strong run down this near side here by Schwartz. And I thought he was going to get an opportunity to at least play it across, but Bixler did a great job pinching across, closing down that space. The pressure from behind from Jason Hodgkins allowed Bixler to get there.
So the Dutch Lions will regroup and come back out with it. Happy Hall, he's number 5. Crosses it up. And Dayton trying to just kind of win this one possession at a time when you're down 4-0. You cannot get overwhelmed with the score. Let's just say let's attack and see what they can come up with.
You know, even with a 4-goal lead in soccer, sometimes the fans start to bleed out a little bit, and they've stayed right here. They're enjoying the game here tonight. Of course, the Harrisburg young professionals here tonight, happy to have them on the island supporting City Islander soccer and getting an opportunity, I'm sure many of them for the first time, to see City Islander soccer, and we've got some extra curricular activity going on down here.
Yeah, it was Schwartz and Jason Hodgkin, and they kind of pulled each other. And now with a finger there, an accusing finger, was Evan Schwartz, but Islanders will get it back off the free kick.
Take a look at it here. It looks like maybe Jason Hodgkins, we'll see here.
We're pulling a little jersey there, aren't we?
Yeah, we got just a little extracurricular activity. We're going to see a little bit more of that. Dayton's going to starting to get a little frustrated here. We're going to see a little bit more chippiness. Harrisburg hasn't let off the pedal at all. They're pushing forward as fast as they did in the beginning of the game, and that's frustrating. When you're down 4-0, you kind of hope or expect the other team to slow down a little, but Harrisburg's not doing that.
And Angulo took the shot. It'll be a corner kick for the Islanders, and Hodgkin will take this one.
Jason Hodgkin, he's been a fantastic addition to this team. Come in last year for the first time, and you know what's nice about Jason too? He's come into the island. He is now a coach with the CASA organization. He spends a lot of time with the kids and giving back to the game that's been so good to him. Just a model player, the type of player you want to see here on the island, and the type of player you want to see anywhere in soccer. A player that enjoys it and enjoys the kids and the fans just as much as he enjoys playing.
There's a young fan up here with one of his jerseys on too.
That's right. My daughter Kaylee last year, Jason told her if she could do a certain trick by the end of the year, he would give her his jersey, and she did it.
Wow, so that's an authentic jersey.
It's an authentic jersey.
Nice.
And it's called the Around the World. She was able to pull it off.
Here's Schwartz again to the corner, and Hodgkins is right there. And they never got an opportunity. Boy, they cleared it right into the box, and then Pelletier just had to put 1 foot on it. But that was another opportunity, and a wasted opportunity there for Dayton.
That's 3 opportunities we've seen now to start the second half that we didn't see anything of in that first half. So obviously the coach has made a change out there in terms of what they're doing offensively. Right now it looks like they're playing just 3 backs, and they're overlapping Schwartz a lot from the back and really trying to make things happen. And, Coach Dentieren right now has made a change at halftime. No changes in terms of players, but he's made a change in terms of how they're playing. They're playing 3 in the back right now and trying to push forward, and they've had some opportunities.
Well, we continue to get the emails from all around the country, and again, gmace at abc27.com if you would like to chime in. gmace at abc27.com. Love to hear from you and where you're watching, and getting a lot of Dayton fans and a lot of Harrisburg fans watching our telecast on ABC 27 and USL Live. We thank Derek, who's the City Islanders blogger. Great job, guys. Can't be there in person, so glad you're calling it live. Derek, thanks a lot. Roy Bartow. I believe that Roy is watching in Holland, as a matter of fact. He is for the Dutch Lions because he is one of his friends, Martin van der Leyen. And Roy Bartow, welcome. Glad you're watching.
It's fun to get the fans from all over the country and around the world watching USL soccer. We really enjoy bringing this product, to now the world. And we also hope that while you're watching this game, you've gone out and grabbed yourself a Snickers and enjoy the game with the Snickers.
Chip into the box looking for the header, and it goes wide. Dayton with 1 touch, and a great deflection there by Bixler to clear it out, and the Islanders with certainly the best opportunity that time of the entire game for the Dutch Lions, and a nice play by Bixler to clear it out, and appreciative fans on the far side.
Now, this is the type of game right now that Harrisburg needs to make sure they're playing their position, they're marking their men, they're not giving up the easy goal, because we've seen Harrisburg struck 3 goals within a matter of minutes. The Dutch Lions could do the same thing if Harrisburg doesn't stay in this game, and that's the danger of being up 4-0. Is that sometimes you do get too relaxed, and right now the Dutch Lions are striking and they've got some opportunities. Harrisburg just has to sit back down, relax, and play the game.
Well, you're right. Right now, this does not look like a 4-0 game because Dayton has dominated the second half in terms of possession and play.
And this was something Bill Betcher did not want to see, and many of the teams have talked about that. Bill said he got a chance to talk to several of the teams they've already played, and they said you have to disrupt their passing game. And right now, the Dutch Lions are starting to put that passing game together, and that's when they become dangerous. And again, another corner kick here, and Harrisburg playing defense an awful lot in their own end now in the second half.
That was a nice play by Martin van der Leyen as he went through some traffic, and now the Dutch Lions will get the corner.
And again, they're pushing all but 2 players up inside that box. Swung in there, and that one headed out by Bixler. But again, right now, Harrisburg's not even clearing the zone. They're kind of walking through their paces here. They're not moving the, out of the zone, pulling out right away, moving those players out. This one was dangerous. That one almost went off, but it looked like Calvano and in the net.
Yeah, Seymour took the kick and it went off the back of Hodgkin. So another corner kick coming up for Dayton. It's their third of this half. After only getting one in the none in the first.
Yeah, none in the first half, and now 4. And we've only played not even 10 minutes of the second half here.
Islanders looking for a break. Comes to center, nice ball through to JT Noon. 3 guys back. He's got to beat them all, and didn't get any help in the Lions. Dutch Lions come back with it.
Needs to take that ball one more touch to this knife side and crack one on goal with that left foot. He's got a BG out there and Ngulu trying to play towards the net. He tried to cut that back right into 2 defenders there. So,
and Hodgkin sends that. I mean, that is literally headed for the Susquehanna River. It went into the marina.
And Betcher may be looking to do some substitutions. I see Thayer, Blows, and Torre starting to warm up for them. Don't see any players warming up yet for the Dutch Lions, so we'll have to see if they're going to make any changes. If they do, maybe around that 75th minute, or they'll wait and see if they can put one in the net here.
So now chasing it all the way back down is Kyle Siegebart, who was a substitution in this game. Timothy Mason from New Cumberland, we welcome you. You're watching on the ABC Weather Channel. It says, "Go Islanders." And William Gross, USL viewer, said he attended his first soccer game while vacationing in Charleston, South Carolina, and got to see the Islanders against the Battery, and said he had a great time. William from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Thanks for watching tonight.
Excellent. We'd love to hear that. Going on vacation and watching a soccer game, nothing better.
That sounds like my kind of vacation. That's good. Angela Chavez, a Dutch Lions fan, said he's not discouraged. Said she's not discouraged, no matter how bad our boys lose by, is still supporting. Good bunch of guys, and Angela, they're starting to play a lot better here.
Absolutely, that's a true fan, and Angela, thank you for supporting them in the USL Pro teams and watching on USL Live. It takes fans like you to make this happen and keep bringing the product around the country to all the young fans and stuff. And they're struggling a little bit in this game. They had a rough first half. They did get off the bus late. They got here a little late, but the second half they're definitely showing the type of team they are. And you should be proud of your Dutch Lions, of course, coming from the PDL last year. So, stepping up a division, they're a nice team. You could see that, and we're starting to see them start to play their game now. So.
Hodgkin into the corner. Schofield tried to chase it down, and it will go the way of Dutch Lions. 57th minute. Greg Mace, Chad Edwards with you here on ABC 27 and USL Live. Presented tonight by Snickers. Scoring on your own goal, another side effect of hunger. Don't let hunger happen to you. We recommend Snickers, but we recommend that the keeper get back, and we recommend that Dustin Bixler get it out, but there's a goal for the Dutch Lions. Is it in? What is
yes,
the
it
official
was.
calling?
Yep, it was a goal.
Yep.
Very poorly played back ball, and this is what I talked about. Harrisburg starting to get a little bit relaxed, and the ball didn't get played back. That thick grass slows it down here. Basso trying to play back. Great job here by the Dutch Lions. Getting it played. Bixer almost got there. Well, actually he did, just couldn't get it cleared enough.
And George Davis gets it.
Yep, Davis gets that one.
So that makes it a 4-1 game in the 58th minute. And that was as I was reading that scoring on your own goal promotion for Snickers, it almost got that way. Bixler was able to clear it out, but not what Bill Betcher wants to see. And again, when you're down up 4-0, Chad, you said it, you can't be complacent here.
These are the types of games that make a coach nervous, because you get up 4-0 and you think, wow, we're cruising through this, and then all of that, not to take anything away from the Dutch Lions, what a great opportunity there for Ngulu, but not to take anything away from the Dayton, but that was a sloppy goal just all the way around. But Davis stuck to his plan. He crashed the goal on the far side, picked up the goal, but from an Islander standpoint, just a terrible letdown.
And Gulo with a try here. Nice touch, nice cross.
Schofield swings that in. And Gulu, you know what he did, what he needs to do as a forward. He headed down a little bit too much and got the bounce on the ball, but a great ball swung in there by Schofield.
So as I was saying, we recommend Snickers, which is a proud sponsor of your hometown City Islanders. Hungry, grab a Snickers. And offside against Dayton. The crowd has hung in there. You pointed that out earlier, you know, and the sun's now gone down. I mean, now it's nice.
They're going to make their first substitution. Jason Hodgkins will exit the game. He's had a great game, working hard, and Torre will come in now, a late sub here, and that's what I expected. The Islanders will start to change things up here, get some of the key players out, make sure nothing happens here, and also keep fresh slates, because Dayton has been building and building in the second half, and again, Harrisburg got to stay on their toes.
Well, Sandy Torre had the game winner against Charleston, and Coach Betcher looking for big things out of him this year. Nice break this time by Ombiji.
And, you know, the call here, we're going to have a yellow card, and it's going to go against number 5, I think. And we'll take a look at the replay here. And, you know, he's got an awful lot of ball, but he did come through and get the foot. So, and then, of course, I think Happy Hall is going to get the yellow card for screaming a little at the official after, so he'll get the booking there. But another dangerous spot on the field here for Harrisburg. Depending on who takes this kick, they got two options really. They can swing this ball right at the goal, just open up and just let it rip and look for a deflection, or if you get up and down from the wall real quick, put it on goal, or swing it to that far side. You got Calvano, Anthony Calvano. I've never seen anybody so short win so many head balls. This is a perfect opportunity for Calvano to streak in there, get up in the air, and get a head on it. Angulu in there. They're going to play it short. Shot taken there to the far side. And, boy, that was
in the air.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, it hit the post.
Oh.
Wow. That was like it was slow motion.
Oh, man. I guess I didn't think of the third play they could have, the short ball, which they did, and that one goes off the end line. You know, I want to take this opportunity, Greg, to thank the USL as well, because they're doing a great job of bringing these games to fans outside of just where they're playing. In other words, here tonight, Harrisburg's playing here at home. Typically in the past, you could only come out and see the games at home or whatnot. Now you're able to watch all these teams. I got to commend them for taking and putting the investment in and doing what they're doing and getting exposure for this league through the internet and taking advantage of new technology, because as we can see from the feedback tonight, people are enjoying it and people appreciate it.
Yeah, this is not inexpensive to stream these on the internet, and for a chance for you, the fan, to see these free and live is just great exposure. And this level of soccer has come so far in so many different ways, and you're seeing it here in terms of play and the way you can watch the game here. And hope you'll come out and be part of the Harrisburg City Islanders in the rest of the summer. Well, the Dutch Lions controlling again and scoring that goal. Islanders looking to get a little momentum back. And here's Sandy Torre, who was just into the game. And now Islanders will set up and try to get something going. It's a deep ball to Mbiji. Stopped it with a foot, and now it will go over the end line. So it'll be a... Who touched it last? It'll be a goal kick.
It was definitely off of Mbiji.
Let's read some more of our emails. We've got Kim and Keith LaCrone, who are watching from Zanesville, Ohio, hoping that Dayton scores, and they got their wish. Tuttle almost out of position, and a little touch there by Calvano.
Another dangerous play back there, and that comes down to communication. Zanesville, Ohio. Glad you're watching out there. Did some boat racing for ESPN out in Zanesville, Ohio. Beautiful town. Great place.
Rich from Hanover says he's going to be here the next game Tuesday. Glad to see Mbiji is doing well and healthy.
Excellent. Be able to come out. The Tuesday night, of course, is the first round of the Open Cup for the Islanders. They'll be playing against Reading for that game, and you can come out 7 o'clock. There you see, 7 o'clock start. It'll be the first round of the Open Cup here on the island, and come on out and support them, and that'll be a fantastic game. That's a win, move on, lose, you don't. So it's a great game to come out and watch.
That is essentially the championship that anybody can enter, but it's basically for the professional teams in America, and MLS teams can enter, and often the USL level teams do very, very well up against the MLS teams. Well, here's another break for the Dutch Lions. That is Calvano on the far side trying to prevent the ball from going into the box. Chasing his man down. There's the cross, nice chest trap, and Seymour was right there on the corner of the box. Now the Dutch Lions will play it back, and they will set it up, and in the 64th minute, they've they've certainly owned this half. Nice touch down to the corner. Chip into the box. Another try that time.
Good thing
the last. Yep.
Good thing Basso was staying home there, because that could have been goal number 2 for Dayton.
Seymour retrieved it with a cross. Dutch Lions almost got another opportunity there, but it's like another team. It's like a different team has come out here in the second half.
And there's plenty of time here for them to put a couple in here. We saw Harrisburg score 3 goals in about 4 minutes, actually. Actually, they did. They scored 3 goals in about 3.5 minutes. So, you know, in the game of soccer, it could be games before you see a goal, and then they could come when the floodgates open. So Harrisburg's really got to stay on top of it here.
Here's Tuttle. Sort of committed himself and then realized the ball was going to go over the end line.
Looks like Thayer is all ready to come in for Harrisburg, and we'll have the second sub of the game now for the Islanders. We'll see who he's going to give a break to. It's going to be defensively. Basso is going to come out of the game, so this is a good substitution here. Get some fresh legs out there. Dayton's pushing hard. I'm really surprised we haven't seen any new subs for Dayton here to keep the energy up here, Greg. Getting into that 65th minute, I really expected to see a sub or 2 here. Nobody's really warming up here.
JT Noon gets handshakes from his coaches and his players, and Jarrett Thayer will enter the game. He's number 6.
I apologize. I thought it was Basso. They looked a little bit the same walking towards you. I couldn't see the number. So JT Noon, a great player, a local player, getting to play in front of hometown fans and friends and family.
Phil Tuttle, the keeper, with a nice long goal kick. 4-1 Harrisburg. Greg Mays, Chad Edwards with you live here on ABC 27 and USL Live. Part of our ongoing Harrisburg City Islanders coverage on ABC 27 and our weather channel. Saini Toure was right there and almost got a free ball right there. Tonight's game presented by Snickers, and we thank them for their support of City Islanders soccer in the USL. Here come the Dutch Lions. Been impressed with Marvin Vanderleim. Far side. Vanderleim with a touch, and it goes wide.
Still Harrisburg with some more players warming up. So we may see several more subs to make sure they can keep the pace up here in the second half. And again, the Dutch Lions, you know, what a turn of events. You know, we saw Harrisburg just totally dominate that first half. I mean, just crazy domination. And now that it's completely switched around here. Dutch Lions, here's a shot. Great save by Tuttle.
Well, we saw a great save by him, and off of that shot, we saw it in the Charleston game, and I love his style. I mean, he's a scrappy, tough goaltender out of Notre Dame. Phil Tuttle, a rookie for the Islanders, makes the save.
Well, you heard Bill Betcher talk about you can't look at the record of this team and determine how to play them, because I think the team is starting to loosen up and starting to come. Their game's starting to come to them. They're starting to get used to the grass, because we're seeing a completely different team. They're starting to play the possession game. They're swinging some nice balls in, keeping it away from Tuttle, getting some opportunities, forcing Harrisburg to keep playing this game even though they're up by 3.
Chip ahead. This is Joel DeLass. Bixler right there, turned the corner, and now it will go the way of the Islanders.
DeLass really took his advantage out of that. He should have attacked Bixler with speed there. He held up and kind of really took his opportunity away. What a great shot there, and a great save by Tuttle. And Tuttle definitely staying in this game.
Now Joel DeLass is going to get a yellow card. It looked like a very innocent foul, but he reached out rather blatantly and pulled Schofield down, so he gets the yellow. 68th minute for the booking.
We'll take a look at the foul here on it. And yeah, just got the tug on the arm on Schofield, spun him around.
Deep ball to the corner for the Islanders, and they don't get a try there. Schofield running through, trying to thread the defense. Dutch Lions coming away with it again.
Space on this near side. Somebody needs to make the run. And again, you know, there the Dutch Lions didn't attack with speed. Oh, great ball through here.
Schwartz right on in, blocked by Tuttle. Will they get a second opportunity? Looks like they will. Lacrone sent it into the box, and the Islanders got away with one right there.
I didn't think they were going to get anything going. Nobody was really attacking the ball there. And what a great run through. Again, that overlap from the defense. Coming in there, number 66, Evan Schwartz, making that long run from his right defensive back position. and almost snuck one in.
69th minute, you're watching Harrisburg City Islanders soccer on ABC 27 and USL Live, presented by Snickers.
Recovery is underway, but lots of families are still hurting. If you're behind on your mortgage because you're unemployed, underemployed, or you've had unexpected medical bills, you may be eligible for help. The federal government's Emergency Home Owner Loan Program helps families facing foreclosure. You don't have to go it alone. Give us a call with the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency.
So you guys grew up together?
Yeah, since 3rd grade. What are you looking at?
I'm not looking at it.
We're not good enough for you. You looking for something else?
No, I don't know.
What are you, big supermodels? Oh, Jesus. Supermodels. What do you model, gloves? What are you doing? A girl's totally into me.
Brad, eat a Snickers.
Why?
Because you get a little angry when you're hungry. Better?
Better. So, ladies.
So, losers.
Stacy, relax.
I'm sorry.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
A little bit of an injury time out there, and you saw some of the folks sitting up in their lawn chairs. This is a great place to bring your lawn chair and watch. And as Chad said, we have an Open Cup game coming up Tuesday night. The regular season resumes in July at home. The Islanders will have 4 games in a row, but if you're interested in tickets or information on any of those games, and in particular to start out on Tuesday night, cityislanders.com is the place to go for tickets. 441 goal. You can check out the schedule if you haven't seen an Islanders game in person. Reasonable prices, great food. Hope to see you out here on City Island. cityislanders.com. Well, the Islanders get the long shot that goes way over top of the party deck. And those are the spots you can get if you're a season ticket holder, and great place to watch the game from, and you can join your fellow fans in talking over life with the opposition goal. We had a great feature before the game where the guys at both ends, the sons of the Susquehanna and the guys on the party deck, love to get on the goalkeeper, Stephen Basso.
Basso comes out, blows is in.
Yep.
Great shots up on the deck from our camera guy, Chris Devine. Should mention, Chris is only a freshman in high school. Will be a freshman in high school.
So our crew, yeah.
We like to work with the young kids and teach them a second skill and something they can have some fun with. He's doing a great job for us tonight.
Dutch Lions in the orange control, and we got a whistle and a foul on the far side. And that to the objection of Jared Thayer. 72nd minute now, and there will be some stoppage time here. And Dayton will get a free kick from the far side. Pace slowed a little bit now that with the injury timeout. And now Dayton just trying to set up, and boy, they've showed a lot of spark and a lot of great offensive sets here. And here's another one, and it's in the box, and it's cleared out. Nice semi-scissors kick by the Islanders to get it out. More dangerous play. Here's Happy Hall.
There's a nicely swung in ball there on that restart. Again, gave Dayton opportunities at the ball, and that's the thing. Get an opportunity to try and get it on goal, and great swung in ball. They had a chance to try and get up on a header on it. They just got to keep building on that and building on that. Plenty of time left in this game to be able to poke another one or two, maybe 3 in.
Phil Tuttle with a goal kick, big leg to three-quarter field, headed away to George Davis. He's the leading scorer on the Dayton Dutch Lions. Chipped into the box, there's the ball through, and Tuttle will chase it down and go over the end line, another goal kick. All right, glad to take some more feedback here in the final quarter of the game. gmace at abc27.com is our email address. If you're watching on our weather channel, ABC 27.3, or anywhere across the country on USL Live, gmace at abc27.com. There's our email address. Love to hear from you. We'll read it right here from the broadcast booth.
And don't forget, if you want to get tickets to any of the home games for the Harrisburg City Islanders, the best way to do it is go to www.cityislanders.com. You can get all the information on the games, ticket prices as well. You can call for information not only for tickets at 717-441-GOAL, but you can also find out about some of the youth programs in the soccer leagues that the Islanders put on throughout the season as well. Lots of information there at cityislanders.com.
Phil Tuttle will chase it down. We'll see what the Islanders can put together. I'm sure Bill Betcher, with their substitutions, and certainly wants to get a little bit more momentum going here. And Chad, you said it's 4-1, and with this team, this Dayton Dutch Lions team, now starting to strike quickly and getting a lot of opportunities. This is not a lead you want to sit on at all.
And again, Harrisburg gives up another corner kick here. And it's going to be only a matter of time before the Dutch Lions are going to be able to poke one in.
That is the 5th corner kick coming up in this half for the Dutch Lions, after only getting one in the, I should say none in the first half, as we said before. All right, now it'll go back to Dayton, handball.
So, dangerous spot right here. If Dayton's got a player that can rip this one, get it up and down real quick, this is going to be a tough one for Tuttle to defend against here, just outside that 18-yard box. They'll also make a substitution. Seabrook's going to come in the game now for Harrisburg. We'll wait and see who's he's going to give a break to Angulu, who has been busy, very busy in that first half, of course, with 2 goals.
And he will replace Angulu, who leaves the game with 2 goals. And boy, he just worked very hard in that first half. And you got a lot of tired soccer players right now. I mean, even though the sun has gone in, the humidity is still high, and this is going to be a very draining game when this is over. Free kick coming up now for the Dutch Lions.
Hard-driven ball. Tuttle makes the save.
Almost coming up off the turf was Davis, and the ball goes over the end line again, and it'll be a goal kick.
Vanderbloom with that restart, great ball. Really forced Tuttle to have to go low to get to that one, and quickly. So great restart there for the Dutch Lions. Plays that near post. And again, Tuttle, he's proven he should be in the goal. And I tell you what, the more Tuttle's out there, the more Chase Harrison might be getting nervous on the bench, because Chase has been the mainstay for the last 2 years here.
Islanders now with the ball on BG. Got it right in the box, and that was Teray. Pelletier's number 22, working to the far side. Islanders trying to finally get something going. Here's Teray with a header. Didn't go the way he wanted it to, and now the Islanders try to regroup. Thayer taken down. Nice tackle, nice strip of the ball by the Dutch Lions. It's Vanderline. Sent it ahead, quickly picked off by the Islanders.
Islanders starting to possess the ball. 2, 3, 4 knocks here. Move the ball around, get through this game. Start to stretch the Dutch players out, make them work. Wear them down a little bit more if they can play the possession game. If they don't, it just keeps giving Dayton more and more chances. Great ball here down this near side. Can he get it and keep it in? Yes, he does. Great run.
Seymour with the left foot tries to turn it in, chips it across the box, and the Islanders clear it out. Vanderline sent it to the far side. Let's see if somebody can get it before it goes to the touchline, and Dayton does. Trailing 4-0 here, 77th minute, right into the box, and it almost goes over Tuttle's head. It's still loose and finally cleared out by Blows. Wow. He got it off the crossbar, still in play.
Dangerous, another dangerous one there. Great try by Dayton again. Tuttle gets the save on it. Tuttle almost caught off his line too far, though, but he did a great job of recovering.
Well, that crossbar can often be the goalie's best friend, and when the ball goes directly in, not often when you hit it off your hand, but Tuttle got caught and got the ball off that crossbar and kept it in play. Now Eric Kissinger will come into the game. He'll replace Schwartz, who's had a great game along the far side in this second half, and was one of the spark plugs for these guys here in this second half as they get things going. And now Tuttle will play it back and just not pick it up. No, he will. And now let's watch this save again, Chad.
Ball just chipped up in there. Tuttle did a good job. He almost missed it there, but he got the hand on it. And Jeff Blows does a good job of following up and getting in there and clearing that out real quickly.
Email from Kristen Garland in Hanover. She says, I love the Islanders.
You throw it on the far side. We're going to be another substitution, and BG's going to exit the game, and Langley will enter the game for the Islanders now. BG busy tonight. 2 goals, him and Angulu having a busy night goal scoring tonight for the Islanders. Langley's an impressive player. We saw him for the first time 2 weeks ago, and he's a go-getter. He's a quick player. He's got some great foot skills. He's been an exciting new player to watch. He's a young player as well. So he's part of the future of the Harrisburg City Islanders. I think we'll see him here for a while, and hope we see him here for a while.
Dutch Lions trying to turn it out. There's Teray trying to get a foot on it. Nice play by Langley, sent it to the center of the box. Schofield right on through, and the follow by Teray. It's going to go to the side of the net. It's a corner for the Islanders. Well, certainly the best opportunity of this half for Harrisburg.
Absolutely. Great touch in there. Nice short game play for Schofield. You'll see here Schofield inside here makes a quick snap off of that left foot. Torrey almost got there, but also Schofield limping after that play, so we'll have to see how that affects him. So we'll see how he's doing.
Jason Pelletier will take the corner for Harrisburg. Looking to add to the 4-1 lead. Dutch Lions headed away. Goes to the far touch line. Brought down by Lacrone. Stolen away by Harrisburg. Here's Pelletier almost to the end line. Saves it. Opportunity for Harrisburg. Here's the cross into the box. Still in play. Calvano brings it down and now gets it to Thayer. Thayer chips it in. Headed away. Islanders with some good pressure. Finally in this half, and there's a shot that goes just wide by Langley.
Langley just missed that one. Great job pulling that down, bringing it to his left foot, getting the shot off. And I tell you what, he had the goalie standing.
I want to remind our viewers here, and this is brought to our attention. We knew this, but I'm glad Nicholas Murray, the USL Communications Coordinator, watching in Tampa. Reminder, the Islanders are going to be the USL Pro Game of the Week on Fox Soccer Channel coming up against the Rochester Rhinos. That's Saturday, the 18th, I believe it is.
Yes,
the 18th.
It is the 18th.
The 18th of June. 5:30, right before the U.S. men's national team plays Panama in the Gold Cup at 8 p.m. So that's Saturday, the 18th, Fox Soccer Channel. You're going to get to see the Islanders again live against Bobby Lilly and the Rochester Rhinos, one of the great franchises in the history of soccer. Bob Lilly, of course, the Carlisle native, who's the coach of the Rhinos, longtime Heat player and Hershey Impact player, former teammate of Bill Betcher, Islanders coach. So you could catch that one on Fox Soccer Channel coming up a week from Saturday.
And when he retired, Larry Julius, our other commentator throughout the season on our tape delay games, he came in and actually took Bob's position when Bob retired. So, and we're happy to see that the USL is watching tonight as well.
Down in Tampa, Florida, home of the USL. There's the folks on the lawn chairs. Larry has a coaching commitment tonight, and I always give him a hard time because I remember when he played with the Impact, and he had the hardest shot you'd ever seen in indoor soccer. He let that thing rip from the point, and you would not want to get in the way.
He's done a great job of building the youth program here in Central Pennsylvania, along with a lot of the Heat players sticking into the area and really committing back to their community with soccer. And Larry's one of the ones. And I tell you what, he has developed some fantastic players over the years. Some playing in the MLS, some playing in the WPS, and of course playing in the USL all around the country as well. So big hats off to those players that have helped build Central Pennsylvania soccer.
So we go 83rd minute. We're definitely going to have some stoppage time here. Of course, in the pros, there is stoppage time, which is of the discretion of the referee, depending on injury time or time the referee judged that perhaps the other team was stalling or whatever other stoppage there might be. There's something kind of mystical about stoppage time. There's nothing like that in any other sport. Here's the ball coming through. This is Seymour right on in, headed away. second head going up for it that time was Langley. Come to the near touch line, and the Dutch Lions still control. Vanderlime, one through to Hall. Hall has blows right on him. Now it's loose in the box. Dayton still with another opportunity here. And an offside.
Yep. So we'll have a free kick for the Islanders, our 83rd minute. We're happy to have you watching here on ABC 27, all the USL soccer action between Dayton and Harrisburg. Make sure you get out and watch your Dayton Dutch Lions playing at home. Of course, they won't be there for a while. They got 12 games on the road here. Langley pulling it down.
Right on through. There's Teray. Oh, great block coming out on the ball by Leardom. Well, the Islanders showing a little bit more spark here in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, they've definitely picked it up with some of the new subs that have come in. They've picked up the pace. Langley here pulling it down, and Teray steps right in there. Actually, if he'd have left it, you could see that Langley had pulled that ball to his right foot, was getting ready to let one ride, and Teray come through and kind of poked it off his foot. So
here come the Dutch Lions, still down 4-1. Ball played through, and it's going to go off the touch line, and the Dutch Lions will get the throw in from the far side. Turned out to be a beautiful night after a very hot, humid day here in central Pennsylvania. And a great crowd has stuck around for this one. But it's been a very eventful first half for Harrisburg, scoring 4 goals, and a much better played second half for Dayton, getting the 1 tally. Hall shipping it into the box. Tuttle comes out. Well, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Tuttle's had a strong game for the Islanders tonight. Been very good between the pipes. Got his second start. Of course, got the first ever assist by a goalie in City Islander history. He's done a good job tonight. Good sound game.
Schofield drops for Langley. Gets the right foot. Still turning through traffic. Langley with a shot. It's blocked, and it goes almost to the line, and it saved by Dayton.
Langley checked that one up, maybe one more touch and let it ride with that left foot. But now's when you can be creative. You're up by 3 goals.
Pelletier decides the better of going through traffic and brings it back. Islanders in the white controlling.
Seabrook back to Thayer. Almost had that 1-2 touch going there.
Langley lost it over the end line, and it will stay with the Islanders. Here's Seabrook in the shot and the save.
That was a great turn, great quick snap there by Seabrook.
87th minute coming up. Here's Hall. Plays it back. A lot of nice touches right here.
A lot of nice touches, but that energy we saw from Dayton early in the half has kind of slowed down. Looks like they're starting to tire now. You're starting to see the tired legs starting to take effect here late in this game.
They try to cross it, and they do. Still trying to clear it out. It's going to go over the end line almost. Looks like we got an offsides.
We're going to have a free kick down there.
Free kick,
it's going to be just outside the box. This is a great scoring opportunity here for Harrisburg. Wait and see. I think it's going to be a card as well as, yes, it was. Is getting the outside on that one was Seabrook. We'll take a look at it. Seabrook actually gets the angle and just gets chopped up high and goes down. So we'll have a free kick to the far side. It looks like Schofield's going to take it. Maybe not. Looks like Pelletier's going to go over the ball. Harrisburg leaving all 4 defenders back. They don't need to push here. They don't need to give up a quick one if Dayton's able to clear this one. So they'll keep 3 defenders back. Got Calvano on this near side now. They'll try and swing this over for Calvano. Mentioned before, he's really gets up in the air. He does a great job of getting up, snapping down. Ball played in. That one headed out though.
And it will go over the touchline. Another throw-in for the Islanders. Well, they're kind of taking their time here, although there will certainly be some stoppage time here. They're in no rush to keep this going. And this will be A quick free kick here for the Dutch Lions. Played ahead. It's Bixler. He'll just play it back for the goalkeeper, Phil Tuttle, who will drill at the length of the field, looking downfield for Jordan Seabrook. Played ahead. Here's Morgan Langley for Harrisburg. With the right foot to the top of the box, Langley keeps going and shoots, and the shot is blocked. Langley's getting some good runs here.
Good. It was a good run. Nice touches along the top of that 18, trying to, go east and west and quick snap one to that near post. Good job by Dayton, no defending on that one. Here's an opportunity for Dayton. No call there. That's a good no call by the official. Both players fighting hard. And that's going to be a goal kick. I thought it went off an Islander player.
And we'll take a quick break. You're watching USL Pro Soccer on ABC 27 and USL Live, presented by Snickers.
Hey, pick it up. Aren't this whole row finished?
You know, I'm just not feeling the wood-cutting thing today. I don't know.
Hey, Don.
What is the rush here? Is there like a worldwide shortage of gazebos?
Tony, eat a Snickers.
Why?
Because you get a little bit whiny when you're hungry. Better?
Better.
Hey, my back hurts. Now my front hurts.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snick.
Got old electronics, such as a TV or computer to recycle? We've got your answer at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
E-cycling is quick, easy, and free for all county residents.
You can also recycle old major appliances and other items safely at our center.
Have questions? Call our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or check our website for more information.
Recycling is now more convenient than ever.
Join us in going green to protect our environment.
Keep our earth clean and green. Wipe out waste and recycle.
Heading to stoppage time here at City Island. We'll see how much stoppage time. There should be a fair amount here. So 2 minutes. All right, just 2 minutes here. 2 minutes to the end of this game. As the Islanders trying to move it out. 1,333 on hand. Another good crowd here at City Island as Phil Tuttle clears it out.
The stoppage time here. The Islanders just need to play possession, get out of this one. Good victory here tonight for the Islanders. Some scoring from two different players. You'd like to see that. You'd like to see maybe another player get in there in the mix, but when you got Mbiji and Angulu starting to put things together like that, you had Torre the other day, you had Langley with a goal the other day, you're starting to get several different players getting in the mix, getting some goals, and that's what Bill Betcher wants. One, he wants to finish, but you want to mix some players as well. So a positive night. The Islanders are playing some good soccer. They're really starting to go into the later part of the summer here. They're going to go on the road with 3 games and building off of that. This is going to be a good win for them to build on and go on the road with.
And they will have that Open Cup game here on Tuesday, but then heading out back for league play, they got 3 games on the road, 2 of which are going to be in Los Angeles, California. That is not a bus trip, by the way. That is a fly trip.
No, that is definitely not a bus trip. But this is great. They're going to get an opportunity to go out and see a whole different style of play with LA, and it's just going to, give them an opportunity to see a little bit more of the USLPRO division and some of the other teams in it. Of course, they're in the same division as the Islanders. LA is the top of the standings, so it'll be a good test for Harrisburg as well.
Probably seconds left now here in stoppage time. The Islanders will get a free kick, and you'll see how they got that. Ouch. Hall landed into Langley there. So 1 free kick, and this might be it. And we'll see whether Seabrook takes it or it is Jason Pelletier.
Stan Nagel will back that wall up, give the 10 yards. Got Pelletier and Seabrook over top of the ball. I'd like to see Seabrook just rip this one.
I think you're going to get your wish.
And good hard-driven ball goes off of Dayton. Out of play.
And that is it. A 3rd straight victory for the Harrisburg City Islanders as they beat the Dayton Dutch Lions 4-1. Chad and I will be back with a final recap. Take a look at the goals and look ahead for the City Islanders. You are watching Harrisburg City Islanders soccer on ABC 27 and USL Live, presented by Snickers.
guys grew up together?
Yeah, since 3rd grade. What are you looking at?
I'm not looking at it.
We're not good enough for you. You look for something else?
No, I don't know.
What are you, big supermodels? Oh, Jesus. Supermodels. What do you model, gloves? What are you doing? The girl's totally into me.
Brad, eat a Snickers.
Why?
Because you get a little angry when you're hungry. Better?
Better. So, ladies.
So, losers.
Stacy, relax.
I'm sorry.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
The economic recovery is underway, but lots of families are still hurting. If you're behind on your mortgage because you're unemployed, underemployed, or you've had unexpected medical bills, you may be eligible for help. The federal government's Emergency Home Owner Loan Program helps families facing foreclosure. You don't have to go it alone. Give us a call. With the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. Welcome home.
USLLive.com is the league's official online video channel, and it features exclusive behind-the-scenes content, interviews, games, and more. Log on to USLLive.com, as well as USLSoccer.com, where there's all kinds of great information. And, well, certainly an eventful evening here in terms of goal flow, in terms of scoring. I think the folks had a good time. Certainly had a lot of fun watching all 4 of those goals in the first half, and a much more competitive game in the second half, Chad.
Absolutely, and the highlights are going to show that Harrisburg was striking early and scored quickly in this first half of play as they got underway. And this is the first goal of the game. Long ball played up by Tuttle and catches Mbiji streaking through, and Mbiji does a great job. Ngulu flipped that one over the first goal, and assist going to Tuttle. Then Mbiji snapping this one down for his first goal of the game. And then Mbiji here streaking in, beats the goaltender. Another great through ball, sinks this one in, made it 3-0 at that point in the 31st minute. And then quickly they strike in the 33rd minute. Comes right back to Ngulu here, drives it hard, and beats the Dayton goaltender. They go up 4-0 there, and that was the 34th minute. And then Dayton comes back in the second half. They're able to finally put one on the board, Larry. In the second half, they had some great opportunities. They picked up their pace of the game. They started to control the ball a little bit more. A great streak through here. And again, this was the goal. A lapse in the defense for Harrisburg, and Bixler trying to clear it out. And in the 56th minute, Davis was able to put it in for Dayton, and that's where we ended. And, of course, some other action. Dayton had some opportunities. Tuttle had to stay sharp. And you see a big save there. Tuttle again flipping this one up. So Dayton did not take their foot off the pedal. Harrisburg maybe slowing down a little bit in that second half, but a great half either way, and a good game to build on for Harrisburg. Very positive. They finished. They scored lots of goals. They got several players scoring. Excellent game for Harrisburg.
And now they will hit the road for the league schedule. They'll be back here on a Tuesday night for the U.S. Open Cup, which, of course, is the competition of all of the teams, all the pro teams, basically, in the United States. And that is a great test. The Islanders have had a couple of good runs in the Open Cup over the years. You see Bill Betcher talking things over with his team. We'll take a look at the upcoming schedule because, as we said, the Islanders are going to hit the road, but then they will be on Tuesday, June the 14th, right back here on City Island at 7 o'clock. Then they go on the road for those 4 games. Saturday, July 2nd against Charlotte. Dayton's right back here on Sunday, July the 10th at 3 o'clock. Should be a nice, hot, warm summer afternoon on a Sunday. And then Wednesday night, they will play FC New York. That is July the 20th at 7 o'clock. If you like tickets, 441 Goal or cityislanders.com. Good game tonight.
Good game.
A lot of fun.
I think the crowd was treated to a nice game, especially the Harrisburg Young Professionals. You see a lot of the crowd filtering out here, getting a chance to see all 4 goals down there in front of their suite down in the right corner. So I think the Islanders are really starting to pick it up and starting to play better soccer than I've seen them play in years. You know, not that they haven't played well, but it seems like everything's gelling now for them. The big thing that they were missing was somebody to finish, and they've got 4 or 5 people doing that now.
Chad, welcome to ABC 27 on the air. Chad, I must tell everybody, Chad and I work together all the time. Chad is the guy behind the scenes when we do all of our high school basketball. He is the guy responsible for all the production, and he jumped in here with Larry off tonight, and it was great fun working with you with the microphone on this time.
I enjoyed it, Greg. It's been a lot of fun, and Vika really appreciates being able to work with the ABC 27. It's been fun doing this. You know, I think that Central Pennsylvania needs it, and I think they appreciate it. And I know we love doing this and working with you guys and all of your crew and bringing it to our fans watching all across the country and around the world.
All right, thanks to everybody at Invicta Sports. Great crew tonight. Great job with all of our camera shots. Now for Chad Edwards, Greg Mays, so long from City Island. We thank Snickers for their presentation of USL Soccer. Once again, the final score, Harrisburg City Islanders 4, the Dayton Dutch Lions 1. Good night from City Island, Harrisburg.